Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's Matchday Live. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Paul, and of course, I'm joined by Meow Mucker, Billy, Bob. It is going to be a very interesting game. We'll bring the teams up in just a moment. But first of all, if you do enjoy tonight's commentary, as usual, guys, please give it the thumbs up. Very important to the channel. We keep those coming in. And of course, if you're new, please do subscribe. We're starting the show on 31,881. Let's see how close we can get to the magical 32,000 before the end of the stream. It is subscriber mode only in the chat as well, so you do have to be a subscriber in order to take part in the chat. And as usual, you can support the channel in two ways. The first one being the membership, which is the join button just underneath me and Billy. And of course, super chats are available, which is also the $ at the bottom of the live comments. And that will guarantee your comments to be read out on the show. Now, as usual, I'm watching it online, so I will be slightly behind. So as usual, if you're watching the game, just hit that pause button as your game's about to kick off. And then I'll say straight away, right, we're underway. Then just press play and we'll be in sync for the rest of the evening. Because now TV is slightly behind actual Sky. So there you go. But we will have a full flow of the game. So once you pause it and start it again, we won't have any other problems unless my internet crashes, which I hope it doesn't. Good evening, Billy.
Good evening, and good evening to all you supporters out there in Viewerland.
And how are you this evening?
Radiant, positively radiant.
Positively radiant. Right, well, let's get straight into the crux of it, shall we? This is how the Toon line up tonight. Nick Pope starts in goal. No particular order. We've got Trippier, Joe Linton, Tonali. Who? Tonali! Barnes, Isak, Kraft, Hall, Almiron, Willock, and Byrne. Substitutes are Ruddy, Gordon, Target, Asula, Livramento, Murphy, Kelly, Longstaff, Bruno. Very strong side, Billy, and a strong bench.
Yes, I think so. Interesting to see how we get on without Bruno. I think Will Tonali's sitting in that same position as Bruno's been sitting in. I would imagine so, yeah. Good to see Trippier starting and as captain also. Yeah, it's a good side. It's a good side. Almon maybe kind of could be his last performance if we are led to believe what's going on Twitter with him going to Fulham.
Could be on the move to Fulham.
Let's see what goes on. But it's not a bad side, and yeah, a very good one. I've not seen Forest side as yet, but we're about to.
We're about to. But anyway, Billy, I was right about the goalkeeper on the bench.
Ruddy, yeah.
Ruddy. Not a bad guess. Forest lineup is this. Miguel plays in goal. Elliot Anderson does start the game. We've got Awonyi, Ombamdele, Dominguez, De Silva Moreno, Jota, Sosa, Bolly, and Abbott, Billy.
Yes, they've put very much a second string side out, haven't they? I mean, I think only Anderson starts from the game that played on Saturday. If I think I'm right in saying that. So yeah, they've virtually changed them all. And I think Anderson's only playing because of his whole club at the visitors to City Ground. So yeah, I guess their bench will be quite strong. But I mean, there's no Sal's in there, is there? So
no,
probably bad luck for us.
Yeah. Chris Wood on the bench, Hudson-Odoi, Toffolo, Elanga, Milenkovic, Perry's there, Williams, and Turner. So this given the sides, Billy, we should be winning this game and winning it well. Given the side we put out.
I tend to agree with that. I think we want it more than Forest, given the two-side selections. Clearly, staying in the Premier League is Forest's main priority, and any cup games kind of icing on the cake, but they don't seem too bothered by that selection, I've got to say.
Yeah. Peter McCardle says, some in the know said Almiron wasn't in the squad. Name and shame, mate. Name and shame the in the knows. We don't care. Who was it? Yes, Billy, only Anderson from the weekend game. So literally, they've changed 10 of the starting 11. Yeah. Probably priorities for them lie in staying up. Although, for a team like Forest, a cup run would be, you would have thought would have been quite good for them.
Well, they've got enough players, haven't they? Let's be honest. I mean, they're a bit of a poor man Chelsea, aren't they, with the amount of players they've got?
Well,
these lot will be wanting to put their hands up and see if they can get starts in the Premier League. But I mean, I can't see the Gibbs Whites and Alangas and the Hudson-Odois being dropped for the games at the weekend. But Awoniyi is definitely a threat.
Fubar, thank you for your super chat. He says, Paul, there's more than 5 players. Ha, ha, bloody ha. Jordy Lad said, I would love to see Tonali get a goal. I'm going with a 4-2 win. Isak brace, Tonali and Willock to grab a goal. Lunatic, good evening to you. Trevor says, Almiron with trips behind him will be decent. Do you think he's off, Billy? Do you think this is finally the move where we say goodbye to Miggy?
Well, it's interesting that he's playing, isn't it? I tend to think he's not, because if he was, then surely they wouldn't risk him tonight.
Well, it's the same with the gay situation, Billy, to be honest. I mean,
but I mean, it should be just our luck that Fulham are going to come in with a £30 million bid for him and he does his hamstring. Just our luck, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see how that pans out, won't we? Gibbs White not even on the bench. I think he is, Yvonne. I think he is. Oh, no, he's not. He's not.
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, Forest plainly going with maybe, I don't know, concentrating on the league. But I really don't subscribe to the concentrate on the league anymore, Billy. I think a cup run does everybody the power of good.
Yeah, for us, certainly. We've got ambitions of winning the thing, but Forest, I'm not so sure.
No Gibbs White is a giant. Good things for us. David Noble, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Much appreciated. 10 months. Only thing I've been committed to longer is my wife. Long live the Toon Review. Thank you very much, David. Super chat in from Michael McIntyre. Thank you, mate. Come on, the Toon win. Still without broadband until Saturday, said Antacid, but you lads are my eyes and ears, so I'm good. Rich says, if Miggy is on his way, that means we must be in for a replacement.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Well, you would have thought so, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. I mean, given that he could end up just playing, Anthony Gordon as the right winger, and Murphy is the backup to him. So
yeah,
because let's be honest, Willock can play left hand side, Joe Linton can, so we've got back up to Barnes as well. So I guess it's going to be a very interesting last few days of the window, Billy. But don't forget, guys, deadline day with us starts at 11 a.m. We go through till the window has closed. So literally 12-hour shift for us on Friday. We'll have lots going on, though. We've got a brilliant interview that Sam did. We'll have a bit of sing-song. We'll have a bit of quizzes. We'll have guests. So, it's a fantastic occasion for us. Is deadline day. That's because it is, of course, our charity stream. So we are looking to raise over £5,000 on Friday for the 4 fantastic charities that we're raising money for. So it's a big ask, I know, but you guys always step up to the plate, and it always ends up being an international battle, Billy, of who can donate the most.
It is, yeah. It's usually US against UK, but Australia do get stuck in sometimes as well. So yeah, it's very much a global Olympic Games type battle, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Dean says, looks a good lineup, but should we have had academy lads on the bench? Well, I think this is an indication, Dean, of Eddie's treating this quite seriously. If there was a lot of academy lads on the bench, I would have thought, just go and get the game won and then maybe bring on some academy lads. But to me, Billy, this seems like this is Eddie's way of saying, we're going for this. We want to do well in this cup competition again.
100%, yeah. Few tweaks here and there. Of course, we've got to try and make room for Tonali because he's been out for 11 months. But it's a very, very strong side. And I think the ambition is clear to see, I've got to say.
Kev says, I'm so sick of Gwee. No more mentions of the G word ever.
That'll pick up tomorrow. You can guarantee it.
Yes. Kevin says Anderson will score tonight and a Miggy brace. Toon win. Clone Lad said, can we leave Miggy in Nottingham and bring Morgan Gibbs-White back to Newcastle with us? I don't think that's going to happen. NUFC flights claimed Almiron hadn't travelled to the City ground.
Well, they're wrong, then, aren't they?
Well, he's in the team, so there you go. For a start, he's in the starting lineup. More chance of my hair coming back than Miggy leaving. Well, I don't know.
He's definitely going to leave at some point.
Yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, Gibbs-White is, of course, linked with Spurs. Could be heading that way. Ollie says, Paul, will you be glad to see the back of Miggy, I feel? Look, again, it's nothing personal against Miggy. I just don't think he's good enough as a footballer. Hey, for all we know, he might go out and bag a hat-trick tonight. And if he does, I'll be the first man to praise him and say, big well done. But I just don't think he's the future Newcastle United on that right-hand side. I think we need somebody in who can play that position, who doesn't just run around. I want a quality player in that position. Super chat in from Seattle, Geordie. Haven't heard from you for a while, guys. Welcome. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Sorry, gentlemen, don't mean to break the mood, but I will not be here on Friday. Going to Alaska on my holidays. This is for your end of season charity drive. Many thanks for all you do from the Pacific Northwest. Well, thank you, matey. It isn't an end of season charity drive because we've got another charity drive at the end of the winter window. New member, James Allett, thank you. And thank you for signing up and your support. And also the Fadji. Welcome to Members Club, the Fadji. Thank you very much for your support. Much appreciated. Brian says we should be rolling this team over.
We should be. But it's called football. Anything can happen.
Yeah, well, Billy, surely we've got to turn it around and start playing. We've got to start playing football.
I would hope so. I'd hope that Kieran Trippier and Sandro Tonali starting will kind of make that virtually impossible not to do.
Yeah. There he is, of course, out for warm-ups a while back. But, incredible to see him back on the pitch. That's the big thing for me. He's on the pitch, and let's just hope he has a great game. Mark says, lads, let's not. Niall is up for a fall here. It is extremely NUFC to make an arse of this. Yeah. How do you reckon Anderson will do? I think it'll be strange for him because let's be fair to Elliot. This wasn't supposed to happen.
No,
he planned on being with Newcastle United for a long time yet. And it's sad really because he didn't want to leave. Everybody knows that. Even Eddie Howe confirmed that. it was a very shock move.
But we didn't want him to leave. Let's be honest, either.
Yeah, it's one that had to be done for PSR, Billy.
I don't think they're doing him any favours playing him in the double pivot, though. I've got to be honest. No, he can play there, but he's clearly better forward and up the pitch.
Yeah. Joshua says, what's your thoughts on the defender from Leipzig linked with us today? He is quality. Absolute quality. Yeah, 70 million release clause, I think he's got. But hey, there's a lot of news going on about that, Billy. I just wonder. I really do. Ron Peacock, thank you for your chat. Here's a start for deadline day. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you very much, Ron. Much appreciated. Not too bad starting lineup, except for Kraft. Well, listen, Emil just does a job. Let's be fair to Emil. I don't think we should be looking and saying, "Oh God, Emil Kraft's playing." But interestingly, that he doesn't change the two centre backs, Billy, and he puts Kelly back on the bench.
Yeah, I thought he might have rested Burn, but clearly not. I mean, obviously, Dan Burn is one of the first names on the team sheet. For right or wrong, clearly he is, because he always gets selected, whether he's playing left back, centre back, or wherever. He's always on the team sheet, isn't he? Yeah. Every single time. If he's fit, he plays.
Southlinks Toon says Almiron may be going and no Gibbs-White. Is that a coincidence? Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't. I don't see Gibbs-White signing. Sophia, good evening to you. Hope you're well. TTR deadline day is the best. It is. It's a fantastic day. Maybe not for Billy's ass. I mean, what have you prepared? This sounds a bit weird, but what have you prepared better this time around, Billy, for your marathon stream? Yeah. Given that you couldn't feel your ass for a week after doing it last time.
Well, I'm definitely not having a Vindaloo tomorrow night. That's for certain.
No. I think that would be a very, very good idea. But anything for seating wise to make yourself more comfortable?
I mean, I've got about 28 cushions around, and I'll just add and remove as and when I fancy. To be honest,
yeah,
it's hurting now. To be fair, it's never recovered. I've got to be honest.
Dear God. Well, if everybody remembers back to deadline day in the winter, my chair snapped live on air. It just gave way. M. Mills says, wedding anniversary today and watching the Toon review. She must love me. Well,
Who says romance is dead?
Yes, exactly. Chris Mitchener, thank you he's celebrating 3 months of membership today. Thank you for your support, Chris. Billy, can you pick our drink? Be a word for today. I'm thirsty, so pick a good one.
Yeah, they're like they play drinking bingo with the commentaries, don't they? So
yeah,
let's go for. God, you'd be pissed for say Tonali, I think. Yeah, we'll go for Tonali. Why not?
Well, we've just seen Elliot having a bit of a joke on with a couple of Newcastle squad members there. He's having a chat with Mark Gillespie, who is helping with the warm-ups. I mean, that's all he does, really, isn't it? I mean, he's not on the bench tonight. He's just travelled for warm-ups. Don't celebrate yet, says Philip. Miggy hasn't signed up to now. Well, he can't because he's playing for Newcastle tonight. Ollie says Ipswich have done well getting Ogbene. I think he would have done a job for us on the right wing. Chiesa to Liverpool. Nobody to the Toon.
I thought that actually about Ogbene. I thought that was a good signing for Ipswich. He caused all sorts of problems. Well, he caused Dan Burn all sorts of problems last season, didn't he?
He did. What about? I mean, look, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Doesn't matter.
About Chiesa.
Yes, thanks, Billy. Chiesa, I think it's 10 million he's gone for.
It's an amazing price, isn't it? But
even with the injury record, Billy, 10 million's now in this day and age, is it?
I don't think that he was ever going to come to us. I think he wants Champions League football or at least European football.
Jacob says, Paul, when are you going to really grow out your beard? You'd look good with a flowing, long Gandalf beard. Well, at present, I don't have any plans to shave the beard off. I just get it, shall we say, structured, Billy, at the barbers. They structure it, and I've told them I'm growing it, so they just trim the edges off. And I mean,
beard oil? Use a beard oil on it?
Not at all. It's nice and soft now, actually.
Beard oil's nice.
But I'll tell you something, Billy. I can understand now why Alex twiddles with his all the time. His beard. Okay. It is kind of a stress relief. You just twirl it. But yeah, I mean, it's grey. It's grey and black. It's black and white. So there you go. It's a perfect colour for a Newcastle fan. Raymond says, guess he like us wanting to bring some silverware back to the team. I do honestly think it's a very strong side for a reason. And he's given an indication that he's treating this competition seriously. Bruv Butler, member for 11 months. Thank you, buddy. Who's this new Italian star? Must be good, like about bloody time. Well, he's apparently all right, Billy. I mean...
Well, he was. I mean, let's be honest. We haven't seen him for nearly a year.
Yeah.
But he's a quality player, isn't he? You don't just become crap overnight. I know it's 11 months, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think he's going to rock the SHIT.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul, you missed my membership message.
Just said it, Chris.
I did say it, Chris. I think that might be an old message. When did that come in? 1943, yeah, for 5 minutes or so ago. I did read it.
Ago. Yeah.
What did I say?
1943.
Yeah, that was maybe the time, Billy. Well, that makes a change, doesn't it? PSR is such a crock of shit. What's sustainable about forcing us to sell homegrown talent? Yeah,
it's madness, isn't it?
I mean, what are your thoughts on the Japanese right wingers, Doan and Kubo? Do you think they could do a job on the right instead of Miggy and Murphy? Well, if you watch us a lot, you'll find out that I'm a big fan, and Lady Sam is, of wanting Kubo. But that doesn't seem to be happening either, Billy.
Never been mentioned with him, have we?
No. It's a sad state of affairs. It really is. Maybe Joe Linton will take Anderson out with another Ultimate Warrior clothesline. He's going to have a difficult game against Joe Linton. I mean, Joe Linton needs to be better than he was on Sunday, Billy, because he was terrible, let's be honest.
I think that he'll be up against him as well, because I think Joe Linton may play on the right of the three.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hope
because Willock's in, isn't he? Yeah.
So he may be directly up against him, so it'll be interesting.
Kev says, can we have a poll on how many times the commentators and pundits mentioned Tonali's ban? Well, Kev, hopefully you won't be listening to them commentators because you'll be listening to us and watching the game. That's how we do it here on the Toon Review. NUFC lad says 12 hours of fun ahead for deadline day. Absolutely. Robert says, wasn't it at Forest when Anderson had that goal disallowed for a dodgy offside? It was.
It certainly was.
Yeah. Paul says he's watching from sunny Benidorm.
Fantastic.
Blasted.
Get the bingo doubles out and
absolutely get in there.
You match the wheels.
Have you prepared your arse for the onslaught, Billy? Says Tom.
Yes, that was a strange question to ask, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently, Albertuga says a gel cushion is what you need, Billy.
I mean,
racers do the job from your bed.
I mean, that's no one wants to see me in bed. Apart from the thousands of young ladies, obviously. I mean,
not thousands, Billy. Millions,
trillions.
Oh, it's up there. It's up there. Ilmatic says, big up Billy for giving up his ass for a day for charity. Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, you have to say. John says 28 cushions, Billy. Share the love. Rich says, could be worse, Billy. You couldn't be sitting on a tortoise. Oh, let's not go there. Oh, they're poor tortoises. Michael, we're either going to have a late burst in the transfer window and feel elated, or be deflated and forget about Europe. I mean, I think we'll be busy.
Even if we don't sign anyone, I think we can still qualify for Europe. Come on.
Yeah, but I think it's coming. I think we will, Billy. Without a shadow of a doubt.
So do I.
Johnny Ola, been a member for 26 months now. Thank you, buddy. This seeding for the cup draw is a disgrace. Well, Billy, would you like to say what's already happened?
Well, on a pre-draw for the European teams that obviously don't play in this round, whether they'll be playing home or away, and 4 at home and 2 away. And you can guarantee if we win tonight that Man City away will be our draw next round. Virtually guarantee it.
Well, the draw's tonight at 10:15, Billy, so we may as well stay on air for it.
Well, if we win or not, I ain't watching it if we fucking lost. No chance.
Well, yeah, if we've lost, we can piss off. Definitely. Another new member in the house, Andy McCowan. Thank you very much, Andy. Welcome to Members Club, and thank you for your support, my man. Yvonne says, Billy, you need to stand and lean on a lectern for the Friday marathon. I believe the Tories had a number that they don't need anymore.
Yeah, good shout. Mind you, I don't understand that the one Liz Truss did that. I won't be here in 3 weeks.
Well, yeah. But again, it would seem like Billy would be a priest, and that to me is a little bit off-putting. Given
especially my ass getting an onslaught,
yeah. Well, given your past as well, Billy, with these late night clubs and pooing on tortoises and things. Trevor says, "Who's the Italian stallion in the midfield?" I can't remember his name, Paul. Billy, who is it?
Tonali.
Yep. We want lots of info on what Sandro Tonali is up to, guys. Well, he was on the pitch warming up. I believe
he's about to walk out the tunnel, actually.
Well, I haven't got there, Billy, so you must be ahead of me. I'm still looking at some spectacled guy. Oh, no, going back to the ground now. But as usual, guys, if you're going to kick off before I've said we're kicked off, just pause your TV. You know the drill, guys. Just hit pause. Wait till I say, right, we're underway. Then hit play, and we'll be in sync for the rest of the evening. It's an easy thing to do. Billy does it as well, and we're all in sync. That way, it's easier. And please, I will reiterate just before kickoff: no spoilers in the chat. That's very, very important that we don't have anybody ruining it. That's why we put subscriber mode only on, because we trust our subscribers not to be silly. Just wait and see. Wait and see. Me and Billy have made something or commentated on it, and then we can talk about it in the chat. But don't put any spoilers in. You will either be, it'll just be removed, or you will be removed. And we don't want that, as usual. We want everybody to enjoy the watch along. Matt, thank you for being a member for 19 months. Hope Tonali looks like prime Yaya Toure.
No.
Yeah. I'm not getting into that. Just craziness. Go low. Pedro's going for a 5-1 win, Billy. He's confident tonight. Yes, Pulkit. Ruddy is on the bench. LG says, you normally give me the spoilers as mine's always behind. Well, there you go. Antacid says, my personal... no, you haven't got a personal chef. And Pa has moved her stuff back in. I have no idea where she is tonight, or has she gone again? Plenty of grab your grannies, please, boys.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of granny. And
Forest have got a strange kind of numbering on the back of the shirt. I wonder if we've got a similar one. It's not the league one. Different.
No. Ours looks normal, Billy, from what I can see on the shorts. Yeah. But anyway, the teams are coming out for the game, and of course, the camera focuses on Sandro Tonali. He makes obviously the sign of the cross, as does Isak, as does Miggy. Lots of Catholics in the side, Billy, by the looks of things.
Yeah. Let's hope they get to rhythm pretty quickly then.
Is that some religious remark, Billy? Or?
Yes, Catholics practice the rhythm method, don't they, rather than use contraception in olden times, anyway. Because contraception wasn't allowed, was it? At certain times in the past.
I mean, how old are you, Billy?
I mean, I'm only going back 50 odd years.
There you go. Edward Gorn, thank you for your super chat. Hope you're well over in Japan. Great to see Tonali back. Absolutely. Remember, guys, if your TV is ahead of mine and the game is going to kick off, just press pause until I say, right, we're underway, hit play, and we'll all be in sync for the rest of the evening. Dan Robinson, thank you for being a member for 9 months. How are the lads? Let's get a good win here and put the fear of God in them. Great show as always, TTR. Only place to be for Newcastle live commentary. Indeed. We are your number one service for Newcastle United commentary. 4-5-1 according to Sky for Nottingham Forest.
Maybe they're playing for penalties.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think they're going to counter-attacking from Forest. I think that's the only way they can play.
Yes. Pulkit Baknaga, thank you very much for 9 months of membership. How are the lads, he says. Newcastle United, if you don't know the team, they have lined up with Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier and Hall as the fullbacks. We've got Byrne and Kraft in the middle. Midfield three of Tonali. Who else is there, Billy? I've lost my screen a second.
Joe Linton and Willock.
Oh, what have I done there?
And a front three of Barnes, Isak, and Miggy.
I don't know what I did there, Billy. I put the Forest side right in the middle of me bloody thing. Honestly, you couldn't write a script for my computer sometimes. You really couldn't.
Right. We have got different numbers on, Paul.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very much like the old Adidas numbers from the 70s. Remember the kind of three lines making a number?
Yeah.
But we've got that kind of number going on.
Okay. I've lost everything. Hang on a minute.
We're having a minute's silence in a minute. Someone's obviously passed away.
It might be for Sven.
Yes, it will be for Sven. Of course it will be.
Yeah, we have got different numbers. I like that style. It reminds me of old European football, Billy. You remember?
Yeah.
In the 80s.
When Forest won the European Cup, as it was then. That's the kind of number they had on their back.
Michael Burge asks the question, Billy, and I really don't know where his head is at the moment, but have you got your lucky crotchless pants on?
Well, you think they're crotchless pants, but really they're my boxer shorts back to front.
Yeah. Thank you for that. A minute silence begun. I don't know. I've got it's a minute to applause.
It is for Sven.
It is for Sven, yeah. I would imagine there'll be another one at St. James's Park at the weekend.
Yeah.
Because obviously not all the teams are playing, and this week are they, and showing their appreciation for a great man. A great
football man. Absolutely.
Great football philosopher, I think is the word, Billy.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, to get Lazio to win Serie A is a massive achievement. I don't think anyone has done it since, or maybe one manager has. But, I mean, they did it. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. But as you'd expect, everybody applauding for Sven, and rightly so.
Yes, Gil, glad he was. He certainly was.
Yes, we'll not go into that.
We're in the black and white stripes, Baz.
We are black and white stripes, and very excited. Newcastle, of course, have sold out the away end, as they do. I mean, it could be a bloody Anglo-Italian game, but there is lots of spare seats in the top stand there for Forest, Billy, in the Cloughie stand.
I mean, it's quite. They've got a big mural of Brian Clough up, and I think it's a little bit insensitive, given they've just had a minute's silence for Sven, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah. So as usual, guys, if you're going to kick off before me, please do pause your TV, and then I'll tell you when we're underway on mine, and then we'll be in sync all the way through. No spoilers in the chat, please, as the mods will just remove it or boot you out. We don't want that at all. So let's just enjoy the game all together. Yours paused, Billy?
Yes, I'm ready for you. Wait for you.
Absolutely. We're not far away. We're not far away, Billy Bob. It is going to be Forest to kick off. They will be kicking from left to right. We're just waiting for the referee on my screen to blow his whistle, and we're underway. Press play, everybody, and we're all in sync. And immediately Forest pump the ball long. And Newcastle win it back. And here is Tonali's first touch. Gets it forward. And Miggy sends Isak through. Isak's through. It's through. Isak, great save. And it's tapped in from Joe Willock. And Newcastle United have scored within 20 seconds of the game. It is 1-0 to the Toon. And it's already time to go and grab your granny because she's gone for a swim in the Trent. 1-0 to the Toon. Tonali to Miggy to Isak, good save, but Willock is just running in on the rebound, Billy, and it's 1-0. But I have to say, Miggy did brilliantly there to get the ball through to Isak.
Yeah, he won't get an assist for that, but it was everything but an assist, wasn't it? It was a terrific ball. Not the greatest shot in the world from Isak, I've got to say.
Save from the keeper.
And it's a poor save from the keeper. He's powered it right into the dangerous area where Joe Willock's following up. Had he not been there, I think Sandro was there to tap it in as well, so... Terrific start. You can't get any better than that. 19 seconds on the clock.
No, you can't get better than a quick fitter. Here we go. Players underway again with Lewis Hall. Sends it down the line to nobody. But that's not a great header. Barnes trying to mix it up in there. Willock wins the ball back for Newcastle United. What a start for the Geordies. Clip forward for Forest, but Nick Pope is there and has the ball in his arms. I mean, you couldn't get a better start if you wished for it, Billy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is the perfect start. Tonali involved as well, of course. The nice little slip ball through to Miggy. Miggy's vision was great, but terrific start. Terrific start.
18 seconds, the goal, and it's an absolute fabulous start for Newcastle United, and already Nottingham Forest really up against it. But credit to Joe Willock and Harvey Barnes because they busted good to get in that box, Billy.
Yeah.
Once Isak was away, and lovely bit of skill.
So much for slow starts, eh?
Forest on the attack now, coming down the right-hand side. Oh, he's got past Dan Burn. Chance to flash it across. Burn recovers well. Makes a very good block. Bouncing around just outside the penalty area here for Nottingham Forest. In comes Lewis Hall and wins it back. Barnes now for Newcastle. Barnes slips it through to Willock. Isak's taken out of the play, but Willock does brilliantly. Breaking forward, cuts it inside. He's cut inside and it's Tonali! Oh, what a save! Brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Miguel there sprinted off his line. That could have been a dream for Tonali, and it could have easily been 2-0, Billy.
What a move it was too. Joe Willock was absolutely superb. Isak was taken out of it, but got back to his feet and was instrumental in the pass to Tonali. Tonali's shot was, good goalkeeping. He came out quickly. But what a start we've made in the attacking sense.
Tonali did all he could there. That was so unlucky.
But Joe Willock started the game with fire.
Forward. Yeah, he has. He has. And here's the skipper Trippier now for Newcastle. Rolls it across to Emil Kraft. Newcastle already a goal up, and we've only played 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It is a fabulous start. We could have been 2 up in 5 minutes. Blistering start from the Toon here. And now Trippier for Newcastle. Long, raking ball, looking for Willock on the left. But it's taken down well, and Forest win the ball back. Shell-shocked, I think, their fans, Billy, I think it's fair to say. And that's not a great touch.
I think the team are. I think
the Silva Morena, they're terrible touch, but they managed to clear the ball.
Back. I've got to say, we look well played, Lewis Hall.
Oh, brilliant, Lewis. George T, thank you for your super chat. Just like the old days, he says. Hey, maybe so. As Forest now try and break. Good ball down the left-hand side now. And this is a Moreno on the ball. Into the penalty area. Moreno tries to flash it across. It's deflected back to Moreno. Comes to Jota now. Jota tries a shot which is blocked. Great defending again from Newcastle. Tonali, tenacious Tonali. Gets in and wins the ball back, Bill.
Yeah, it was almost a fantastic pass too, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Almost got Isak away. But boy, do we look up for this.
Yeah. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is without Bruno, without Gordon. You know, it's been a fantastic start to the game. Let's hope we can maintain it.
And there's Lewis Hall again with an interception, but just a bit of a heavy touch there. Forest now on the break. Sends it wide. Jota down the right-hand side. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's a good cross. And it's headed over the bar by, I think Awiniyi sent that over the bar. It was indeed just too high for him. But a good cross. I mean, this could be an absolute cracking game, Billy. 5 minutes gone. Forest 0, Newcastle 1.
And it could have been 2-1, couldn't it? When we've had chances at both ends. I mean, this is a terrific save from the keeper. I think Isak just pushed Tonali a tad wide than what he wanted to. But he took it first time.
It's a very good save, actually. It is a good save with his left leg.
If it had been a bit more less precise and it had gone through his legs, what a game that would have started. That would have been.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have sent the Newcastle fans into absolute raptures, including the two commentating on the game right now. Anyway, Lewis Hall breaks forward for Newcastle to Harvey Barnes, just inside the Forest half. Cuts back on his right peg, knocks it back to Dan Burn. Burn then goes back to His Holiness Nick Pope. And a good pass from Pope to Lewis Hall. Hall, Isak tried to spin it and brought down.
Oh.
Nasty challenge by Dominguez, and that's hurt Isak. I'm not sure whether he's hurt his finger falling over there. He's hurt his...
I think it might be his ankle. I think he's treading his ankle here. There you go. Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, that's late. That is
absolutely deliberate.
Yeah, that should be a yellow card.
And he's limping.
Yeah, I think it's impact, Billy. Or at least I'm telling myself it's impact. He run it off. Santos only lost one game of 9 against Newcastle.
Of course, it was at Wolves, and we used to draw them all the time. But I'm guessing the one was when he was the manager of Spurs.
Hall's whipped in a beautiful cross. Good work by Miggy on the right-hand side to win the ball back. Almiron now to Trippier. Midway through the Forest half. In fact, it's Kraft, not Trippier on the ball. Kraft gives it back to Almiron. Trippier had made an overlap, but they didn't use him. Now Joe Linton. Newcastle just taking the time, being forced back a little bit here. Tonali back to Kraft, and he's going to have to go all the way back to Nick Pope. Forest pressing high. Pope sends it out to this near side where Lewis Hall is. Hall to Harvey Barnes in a lot of space now. Barnes can run with the ball inside to Willock. To Isak. Isak. Oh, lovely turn by Isak, and then he's tackled. I thought it was a foul, but the referees give a throw. And there's some heavy stuff coming in on Alexander Isak.
Brilliant run off the ball from Willock there to give the space to Barnes. Yeah. It was an outstanding, clever run from Willock. He started so well. Absolutely.
Trippier now. Miggy Almiron.
Oof,
it's awful for Miggy. He's giving straight to Arjen Winnie. That is a terrible pass. And it sets him away here. Forest looking dangerous down this side. Clipped across. And Pope comes, doesn't get there. Burn off the line. Oh, my God. A hash of mistakes from Newcastle there.
Yeah.
But it all came from what was he doing there?
Trying to be clever, wasn't he? It was a poor pass.
Jesus Christ. My God, you've got to be better than that. I mean, that was an easy pass to make as well.
He started the game really well as well. It's certain when he does things like that.
Forest with a bit of possession here. Elliot Anderson now sprays the ball out to this near side. Taken down well by Morena. And it's a little 1-2.
Well done,
Willock's got to be careful here. Good strength, Joe Willock. And then he's just flicked it away. And it's a corner to Forest. Willock's down. And he's holding the top of his left thigh.
Yeah, it could be a dead leg, this one. Willock's done brilliantly there, by the way.
Yeah.
Wise just kicked out. Well, I think he's kicked him as he kicked. That's a free kick, ref.
I mean, we're just seeing that cross again. Pope comes out, gets nowhere near it, and it's floating towards the goal. I mean, it's not exactly off the line, but it's a couple of yards off the line. But Byrne was there to hook it away.
That should have been a free kick, and they're not showing it again. This is ridiculous. As he's gone to clear it, the bloke's kicked him, and he sliced it into as for a corner, but the referee's totally missed that.
Yeah, and Forest get a corner.
It's a definite free kick. And
I agree.
Shocking.
100% agree. And Willock's just saying it was an impact on the top of his thigh. I think this is a dead leg, it is quite painful, dead legs, Billy. Alex says, Miggy has inherited the Harry Maguire curse. He makes one mistake and it nearly leads to us conceding. Well, I mean, look, the fact of the matter is he was in plenty space. He had time on the ball and the pass was absolutely garbage. And it almost led to a goal.
It won't be cramp after 9 minutes, folks. People saying it's cramp. Absolutely no chance of that.
No, this doesn't look good, Billy.
You're going to show this now. Look, watch this. Look. Well, so
I think that's where the impact was, Billy.
But no, watch now. Watch now. He kicks him there.
Yeah.
That's a free kick all day, every day.
Yeah. But I think the impact was where he made it. Yeah, the impact was where he sort of went in the first to tackle, didn't he? Sort of caught his knee at the top of the thigh.
Because I think maybe Willock's finished here.
Oh, dear
Which is
me.
a real shame because he started the game like a house on fire.
Yeah, as we're just seeing the goal again. I mean, he couldn't really miss, but great following up. I mean, you have to say. Well, he's walking, but he's stretching.
He wants to come back on, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's having a word with the physio. I mean, if it is, he's running. Anyway, Forest go to take a corner, but the referee stops it and blows his whistle. Not sure why that is, but
this is the referee at Fulham last year, isn't he?
Yeah. It's Sosa to take the corner for Nottingham Forest. You've just joined us. Newcastle lead, 11 minutes gone, 1-0. Willock with the goal. In comes the corner, right onto the penalty spot, headed away to the edge of the box. Shot comes in, brilliantly closed down by Trippier. And look at Harvey Barnes' motor here.
Oh, referee!
Oh, cynical, you shitbag!
He didn't give a free kick.
Hey! What the hell?
That's shocking.
He didn't get the ball. I mean,
no, did he bollocks? That's a disgraceful decision.
That's absolutely shocking.
2 minutes he's missed there.
That's bullshit, by the way. Absolute bullshit.
Absolute. Oh, excuse me.
Hey, Barnes tried to get the ball, and I just hope we don't go into a shell here again after after a good start. But at the minute, Forest are on the attack and bursting into the box. And Wimney, he's got some pace in, but good cover, very good cover from Emil Kraft. A Womney there, Billy. He beat Bernal up for pace there, and good cover from Emil.
Yeah, Joe Linton was caught sleeping there, to be honest. I mean, he's let him go as well. He's put some weight on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's bulked up a bit, hasn't
he?
Definitely. Throw into Forest, which Morena will take. This could be a long one hurled into the penalty area here. It is indeed. Headed away, bouncing around again, cleared by Miggy Almiron. Dan Robinson, thank you for your super chat. It's open season on all Magpies. Refs doing nothing. Well, I'm staggered by that Barnes challenge because he was away. And for whatever reason, the referee decides not to give a free kick. Unless the referee thought he won the ball, which he must have. He must have thought that the defender won the ball, but he was nowhere near the ball.
Well, he slid from behind as well. So even if you win the ball, you're not allowed to do that.
Yep. And now Forest break again with Owimney over the halfway line, sends it out wide to Morena here. Morena heading towards the penalty area. Morena cuts in on his left. Still Morena. Edge of the box. Great work, Miggy. That's better. Now, he's scythed down again.
Well played, Miguel Almiron.
Yep. Came back and Jota hauls him down to the... I don't know whether a yellow's been shown there. Shocking challenge by Moreno. I mean, it was...
He tried to pinched him first time and then comes back and does him again.
That's got to be a yellow card, surely.
Jota. Yeah, he's hit him twice.
And Miggy's getting back to his feet. Well...
Bruno's coming on.
Bruno's coming on, which means that's the end of Joe Willock. I don't believe it. I mean, not a bad player to have come on, but it's Joe Willock I feel sorry for. He's gone down again. And
he looks forlorn, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, look, if it's a dead legs are very difficult to run off. I think Newcastle have already made the decision that they're going to change him, hence why Bruno stripped to come on.
He just looks really, really cheesed off with life,
so
and I can't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything serious because he has been running on it. I think it is.
No, I think it's a dead leg. It's just difficult to run off, isn't it?
I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the squad for Sunday, if I'm perfectly honest.
He looks devastated, to be fair, though. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, it really is. The thing is, it was the impact there, wasn't it? When he brilliantly came, he looks absolutely.
He's almost in tears.
Yeah, he is. Oh, bless him, man.
But it's his big chance, isn't it? It's his big chance. He scored a goal. He's crying. He's literally crying.
Yeah, he is. Oh my God.
That's such a
heartbreaking
picture.
That's heartbreaking.
But I don't think it's a serious one, which is kind of, yeah. Anyway, Bruno's on. This is probably our first choice midfield now.
Yes, we've been screaming out for this midfield, haven't we? Which means I think Bruno's gone into the 6. Tonali's certainly moved further forward now. And he's on the ball now. Takes it down brilliantly. Oh, tremendous skill from Tonali. And then he's... How we ref? Get some authority on this game here.
When you're protected from these dirty bastards.
Barnes now cuts forward, plays it inside to Joe Linton, to Lewis Hall. Hall across the box, cleared. I think that just hit Bolly, really, and fell kindly for Forest there.
Yeah, Willie Bolly's been a bit of a arsehole to us in the past. Remember him elbowing? He was elbowed in the box.
But what a touch that was by Tonali to bring that ball down, Billy, and then spin the defender.
Outstanding.
We're 99 subs away, Billy, from 32,000. 99 subs away.
Over 3,000 in the chat on both channels. It's fantastic.
Yep. Over on X and YouTube, over 3,000 watching. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe if you are new. Got lots of members giveaways as well on Friday for the big deadline day charity stream. Oh, come on, Miggy.
Good tackle.
Yep. And we've actually got the Bruno's celebrating. He's very pumped up, Bruno.
Yeah, he took the armband as well.
He's took the armband off Trippier, which is, oh dear me. I mean, Trippier probably gave it to him in all fairness.
I would say so.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be any malice in that. Trippier now on the ball, sends it back to Emil Kraft with a bit of space to bring it out for Newcastle. 16 minutes 40 gone. Newcastle lead 1-0. Joe Willock, the goal scorer, has since gone off injured again, visibly upset as he came off the field for Newcastle. Harvey Barnes now. Joe Linton back to Barnes. Barnes again. Oh, nice bit of play by Barnes to come inside. Then spins his man to Lewis Hall. He has Joe Linton in support. Great work that by Newcastle. And then Joe gives it to Byrne. Byrne in turn to His Holiness Pope, and now out to Kraft, and we will build again. Showing a lot of confidence on the ball today, Billy. That's what I'm liking so far.
Yeah, the ball's been our friend today, hasn't it? We've not given it away, really.
Yeah.
We've started the game really well, which is something we've all asked for. And, of course, we've got the lead that we deserve, I think.
Yeah. Hall to Barnes. Nice little 1-2. Barnes then to Joe Linton. He then cuts inside again to try and scythe him down, but finds Tonali. Tonali, a lovely ball inside to Barnes. Barnes now sends it to Miggy. First time it's a save down to his right by Miguel. And it could have been a brilliant move from Newcastle again.
It's outstanding stuff. It's the ball from Tonali there was an absolute unbelievable pass.
Beautifully weighted.
It was weighted fantastic, but it was the disguise on it. I mean, no one was expecting it to go there, least of all the Forest defence, but what a pass.
Good save. Good save by the keeper down to his right, to be honest. There's nothing else Miggy could have done there. He hit it fine. Now, in comes the corner, and it's deep. Joe Linton heads it back across, but that's going to nobody but the goalkeeper, and Forest can breathe again. I mean, we all said, wait till Tonali comes back from his ban, Billy, and we'll see how... with the weight off his shoulders, how he does. And so far, he's been excellent for 18 minutes, I have to say. As Forrest now come down the right-hand side, but it's across the box, and Trippier's there to collect the pieces. Flicks it forward to Almiron now. Almiron back to Kraft. Kraft in his own penalty area, but not being pressured at all. Plenty time to pick a pass out, but he just goes across to Byrne. Sorry, Lewis Hall. Byrne's on the left-back position for some strange reason right now. Back with Lewis Hall. Again, Forest letting them come out. Burn. We're playing ourselves into a little bit of trouble here. As Pope flicks it across to Kieran Trippier with his left foot. That'll do. That was better distribution by His Holiness.
Yeah, he kept calm, didn't he?
He did. Trippier now inside to Sandro Tonali. Can't believe I'm actually saying that name, Billy. It feels very strange. Couple of 1-2s with Trippier, and then back to Emil Kraft. To Dan Burn. Burn in loads of space in his own half now to bring the ball forward for Newcastle. I just feel there's goals in this for us, Billy. I mean, we're carving them open every time.
Oh, that was such a bad unlucky from Barnes there. Nice ball. Yeah, and Stato said it. We've got technicians on the pitch, and there's 4 or 5 of them on the pitch now, and it shows.
Terrible kick again from Miguel. Nodded down by Tonali. Barnes, good strength to hold off the challenge there and get the ball down to Joe Linton. Here's Bruno now. Bruno. Again, sliding in, but Bruno just laughs off the tackle and is still going. And he gives it to Almiron now. Almiron to Trippier. Trippier against the byline. Almiron keeps it in play. Bruno now turns again. Pushed and shoved and tripped. And now we get a free kick, which we take quickly. And it's now with Tonali. Back to Trippier. Trippier to Almiron. This is good from Newcastle United. Absolutely quality so far. Tonali. Back to Dan Burn in the centre circle. Sends it wide to this near side to Hall. Hall on to Harvey Barnes now. Barnes looks like he wants to have a run, and he's cut right inside. Great work, Harvey Barnes again. Looks to support, gets it from Tonali. Tonali. Oh, it was a brilliant ball through for Miggy, but he just didn't read it.
No, Miggy didn't read that one, did he?
I think Miggy thought maybe he would go to Trippier on the right. But again, that's just the quality of Tonali picking passes through the eye of a needle, Billy.
The vision of him is unbelievable, isn't it? It's something we've really missed. That's not decrying Sean Longstaff, but he's clearly not got that in his armour. Absolutely.
Apparently, Nottingham Forest have had 4 shots, Billy, and only 1 on target. We've had 4 with all 4 on target. 61% possession for Newcastle in the first 20 minutes.
No, don't let that go.
Hall's let it come across him. Not really good there. Morena gets to the byline, sends a cross in again. It's very deep. Trippier's let it run across him as well. Carl, who's been a member for 14 months.
Well, Miggy,
support, Carl. If we'd had Tonali playing last season, we'd be in Europe again this season. Well, he probably would have got injured, let's be fair. Every bugger else did.
Let's give a corner for that. Of course he does.
I'm liking this, though, Billy. I have to say, some of the exquisite passing, and like you said, technicians. I mean, they're throwing themselves, they're diving in on Bruno, they're diving in on Tonali, on Joe Linton. They're all out with the shop.
Oh, that's a mismatch there. Bruno and Willie Bowley. Christ almighty. It's got to be better organisation than
corner,
that.
Swung in. Nick Pope comes out. Good punch. He got a good punch to that. Sends it away. And now Almiron. And he wins the throw in for Newcastle.
Well played, Miggy.
Jota again. He likes to throw himself into a tackle as well, doesn't he?
He should have a yellow card against his name already, at least.
I agree.
There's no protection. As Eddie would go on, quite what he says there. He isn't protecting our players at all. Jota Silva.
Jota Silva. Oh, Joe Linton. Oh, he's won the ball back, but it goes straight on Wimmy. He crosses in. First time shot blocked by Lewis Hall. I'm not sure he got much on that, to be fair. Nick Pope was straight behind it as well.
Good header from Tonali as well.
Yep. As Forest now ask questions of Newcastle. But they don't seem to be getting anywhere at the moment. Newcastle keeping a good high line. Good work again by Kraft winning the ball. But again, Rick O'Shea doesn't do us any favours. Anderson's floats a beautiful ball out to the right-hand side to Morena. Morena now. Inside again to Anderson. Anderson curls the ball in, headed away again, this time by Bruno. Now Almiron, and Newcastle have a chance to break out here. If Almiron can pick the pass out, he finds Joe Linton. Joe Linton with a wonderful ball for Harvey Barnes down the left now. Barnes heading towards the penalty area. What can Harvey do? Cuts in on his right, lays it back to Joe. Joe Linton. Oh! Just over the bar. Beautiful curler from Big Joe, and that wasn't far away. Brilliant football again, though, Billy.
To the pass from Joe Linton, just no eyes pass. Went for the return. That is so wide. No, actually, it's nowhere near it.
It's wide. He kind of sliced at it, but
it looked close on first viewing.
It did. But if I was Joe there, I would have just given it the hammer. Put your foot through it.
But his pass to Barnes was absolutely outstanding.
Curl. Oh, superb. And Eddie's got to like what he sees so far, apart from obviously the unfortunate injury to Joe Willock, the goal scorer. As Miguel goes long again for Forest. Joe Linton's underneath this, just holds off Jota and lets the ball roll out. And if that looks like a mismatch as well, given Jota's only about 2 foot tall. Hall now to Bruno. Bruno trying to flick it towards Barnes. Didn't get much on that, though. And Forest have the ball back, but they've been forced backwards. Bolly now. Barnes all over him. Hall, good tackle. They're not giving Forest a lot of time on the ball here, but there's a lot of space on this left-hand side now. And this is Moreno. Cuts inside. Moreno heading towards the penalty area. Moreno on the far side. Curls a cross in. Headed away by Joe Linton, but it bounces out to the edge of the area. And he's fell over, but he manages to get the ball to Anderson, who whips it. And he's, I think 55 foot over the bar there from Elliot Anderson. But we've just, they look like they've got something up front, Billy. But, every time we've gone forward so far, it has been some of the football we've played is sensational. 25-20 gone, Billy.
It's streets ahead of what they're playing. I mean, they are playing some decent stuff, but I mean, some of the stuff we're playing is absolutely sublime. It really is. Tonali's the catalyst to all of it, I've got to say. It's been absolutely phenomenal.
Mm. Yep, he's certainly having a good return. No doubt about it. As Forest go for the up and under, Trippier chasing this with Sosa. Sosa's got the better of him, though. And Sosa now towards the edge of the box. He tries to hit a shot. Blocked by Kraft. Out to Jota on the edge of the box. Yeah. Good work by Joe Linton. And then Bruno tries to bring it away. The referee waves play on. Bruno went down. Referee having none of that from Bruno. And Forest come again with Sosa on this left-hand side. In comes the cross. Blocked well again by, this time, Almiron. Isak comes back to win it, and Bruno steps up for Newcastle. Bruno looking for some help, gets it to Lewis Hall. And then
get him in the book now.
And still no yellow card for Jota.
That's his 5th one.
Yeah. At least, Billy. At least.
For fuck's sake.
Tonali now back to Trippier as the free kick was taken quickly. Tonali on the ball again. Back to Emil Kraft.
He didn't stop play as well. We only attacked then, and he stopped the advantage. Thinking he's got to give him a yellow card if he's stopping the advantage.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Not the best. Wasn't the best ball there by Dan Burn. Kind of put Lewis Hall under pressure. Hall had to quickly get it to Kraft. Kraft then had to get rid of it quickly as well, and it's gone out for a throw-in. As Santo looks a little bit perplexed in the Forest penalty area. Dugout, I should say. And that's not great from Joe Linton. He's kicked it straight out of play. Not amused with himself for that. And it's going to be a Forest throw. Maria will take it. Maria, you gotta see her. Anyway, still hasn't taken it. Come on, pal, get on with it.
I think it's his own time he's wasting.
Exactly. And they're offside.
Well, dear me. The throw-in, but there you go.
Well, I didn't think you could be.
It's not a foul.
Oh, yes, it is. Well, I mean, we saw a blatant one at Bournemouth on Sunday that wasn't given, but this time it has been penalised.
I mean, he's not giving yellow cards for persistent fouling, but he's giving foul throw. So,
yeah,
strange referee.
Didn't even look like a foul throw, that one, but we'll take it. Well, Bolly's all over the back of Sandro Tonali there, but look at Tonali's tenacity again, Billy.
Yeah,
chomping at the heels like a Jack Russell. Oh, Miggy. Oh, and Forrest come down the left-hand side again now. Tonali's back there helping out. Good work by Tonali.
Yeah.
And good work from Bruno. From Miggy. Forcing them back. Tonali gets a foot in and keeps it in play as well. Almiron now inside to Bruno. Bruno, a little flick over the top. Again, taken out late. But the referee gives a throw in. No foul. I mean, how many times are they going to get away with this, Billy?
The ref's obviously oblivious to little slide late tackles. He's not, because he's giving free kicks from anything sometimes, but it's a shocking display from him so far.
Much better distribution from Pope so far tonight as well. Now Hall to Barnes. Barnes, unlucky. Just tried to spin and give it back to Lewis Hall. But I've liked what I've seen from Harvey Barnes as well so far, Billy. Every time he's had the ball, he's looking to do something.
Yep. Yeah, he's a threat, no doubt about that.
I'll keep an eye on Joe Linton there, Billy, because he's having a little tussle off the ball. As Forest win another throw-in, 3/4 of the way down at the Newcastle half. He's definitely filled out a bit of Wommy, hasn't he, Bill?
Yeah, it's like Boddle like, isn't it? I mean, he had all the pace in the world. He bulked up and then couldn't run. And I wonder, he doesn't look the same player to me. I mean, physically, I'm not in the way he's playing.
Anyway, Forest again stepping out over the halfway line. Coming up for half an hour, Billy. How would you sum up the first half so far?
Yeah, we started like a house on fire. The loss of Willock's kind of slowed us down a wee bit, but we still look really dangerous as we are now on the attack.
Yeah, here goes Harvey Barnes. Elliot Anderson all over him at the minute. And Barnes forced all the way back to Lewis Hall, but he did well, Harvey Barnes. He eventually had 2 Forest players on him. Lewis Hall just give the old shimmy there and then clips a beautiful ball out to Kieran Trippier, but it's too high for Trippier. And that's a throw in. Poor ball that from Lewis Hall. As we're looking at a forlorn Joe Willock with a huge ice pack on his thigh. I can only think that's a dead leg, Billy, because of the impact where he put his foot in to win the ball. It seemed like the Forest player's knee hit his thigh. Certainly not a muscle pull or anything.
Well, if he's pulling the thigh,
we've got trouble here with Bruno. Sorry, Tonali. I'm not sure what the issue is here with Sandro Tonali.
It's either his elbow or he's been hit by an elbow. I think he's been hit by an elbow.
Yeah, he's in his throat.
Dan Burgess, he just gestured the elbow, so someone's elbowed him. I bet the cameras don't pick it up. As for Willock, yeah, if it's a thigh injury, he'd limped off. He didn't, did he? It's definitely a dead leg.
Oh, I wonder if we're going to see a replay here because
I
don't think is the VAR tonight. I would assume there would be, but it's Premier League ground. Tonali's obviously going to have to go off the pitch. Eddie's looking at the monitor. We haven't seen anything on our pictures yet. No. Of course there isn't.
Guarantee if Joe Linton had done that, we'd have seen it 16 times by now.
Yeah, he's definitely had an impact on the throat. He's all right, though. He's fine. Wolves are leading Burnley 1-0. Wimbledon 1, Ipswich 1, Cardiff 1, Southampton 2. Colchester 0, Brentford 1, and Swansea 0, Wickham 1, West Ham 0, Bournemouth 0, are all the other latest scores from the other ties tonight. As Forest now on the far side. Sosa trying to make an impression here. Again, not much to give, but he gets it out wide again. Trippier commits himself, wins the ball though. And if you're going to commit yourself like that, you need to win the ball.
Miggy,
doodling and dancing. I don't know what he's doing there. Plenty Forest players coming in. Newcastle somehow, well,
goal kick.
That's a goal kick, definitely. Well done, Emil Kraft.
Miggy fiddling and farting around there.
Yeah, just get rid. Tonali comes back on the pitch. He's definitely not happy about the referee, but he's nodding his head to his teammates there.
Well, maybe they've took note of who did it, and there's going to be a bit of retribution down here.
There's no VAR, guys. Thank you in the chat for letting us know that. Of course, advertising Newcastle against Tottenham, which is on a 1:30 kickoff. Don't forget on Sunday, and of course, Billy will bring you all the action with live commentary from that game from 1 p.m. With kickoff 1:30. Burns got to be careful here. Was pushed by Owimyi, but Pope is out to get it. Kristin, thank you for being a member for exactly a year. Thank you for your support. The referee took the wrong wallet to the pub. He took the card wallet and lost it.
That was a really unlucky ball from Hall there.
Yeah. I think you're right, Kristin. Definitely. I can't believe we haven't had any bookings yet so far. Guys, keep subscribing if you're new to the channel. As we head towards 32,000, let's see what we can finish tonight's stream on. It'd be nice to get close to it, as the ball is with Nick Pope at the moment. We just look so strong in midfield, Billy. I mean, we said that this is the best three, our starting three. I'm no illusion about that. But Forest now with Jota down the left-hand side again. Kraft comes across and Trippier. Blocked him off well there. He's had to come all the way back. Good defending that from Newcastle. And again, keeping a disciplined line. And again, Forest finding it difficult, Billy, to find an avenue to cut through us.
Yeah, we're very regimented in our structure at the back there. Yeah, they're finding it hard to break through, aren't they? And there's a little bit of a press as well, which is good to see.
Yeah, that we have forced them all the way back. Mahena now. And good covering again from Big Joe.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, saw the trouble. And he covered for Lewis Hall very well there. Hall then gets a good tackle in. Tonali to Joe Linton. Joe Linton. Oh, lovely ball inside to Bruno. Bruno now with a bit of space to send it wide for Trippier. Trippier's going to have to get on his heels to get that. He does so. But unfortunately, I mean, he's done well, Kieran Trippier there. He's done magnificently well. Tonali now. Beautiful ball down the right-hand side for Miggy. Now, one-on-one, what can Miggy do down this right-hand side? He plays it inside to Isak. Isak has 3 Forest players on him. And it eventually bounces loose and comes to the goalkeeper. And again, Billy, Tonali's vision there, just sensational.
Yeah, for one-touch pass, set Miggy free.
But Trippier did brilliantly.
The one player that's slightly disappointed me has been Isak, I've got to say.
Yeah.
His first touch hasn't been great. He hasn't got much of a threat, has he? I know he had the shot for the goal, but even that wasn't the greatest shot in the world.
No.
Anderson's just done Tonali a treat there.
He has. But we win it back brilliantly. Here's Bruno inside to Joe Linton. Terrible pass from Joe Linton, though. And we're under pressure again now down this right-hand side. Marea running against Lewis Hall. Hall sticks to him, gets that's out of play. Goal kick. Brilliant defending, Lewis Hall.
Yeah, great defending.
Absolutely superb defending.
Just forced him to go out of play. Terrific defending from the young fella.
That's what we want to see. But a very bad pass from Joe Linton. Started the game well, Big Joe, but he's given the ball away a couple of times the last 10 minutes or so. But obviously that, you prepare a game and you lose Willock after 10 minutes. He was driving forward, Willock, causing all sorts of problems.
He was indeed. Again, he's just not competing.
Yeah, and now Forest coming back down at the right-hand side. Marea again, seeing a lot of the ball for Forest. He's got Jota to his right. Jota tries a first-time cross, and in comes Lewis Hall again. And it's out for a throw into Nottingham Forest. Thank you and welcome to all our new subscribers. Welcome to the Toon Review, your #1 Newcastle United channel for live commentaries and news. Marea is going to take this through. I take he's going to go long again, Billy, by the looks of things.
Yeah, he's a young lad, isn't he? He doesn't look very old.
No, but he's got a good throw on him. And as I said, he's throwing straight to Nick Pope.
Keep saying that.
Yeah, let's just keep on saying that. Absolutely.
Yeah, dear.
As Pope throws it to Lewis Hall. Hall to Harvey Barnes. Barnes back to Hall. Joe Linton back to Dan Byrne. Byrne with plenty of time now just outside his penalty area. Sends it across to Kraft. Kraft then immediately to Trippier. Trippier inside for Big Joe. Joe Linton now to Bruno. Bruno again hassled and harried, but he gets it back to Emil Kraft. Kraft, Isak flicks it on looking for Miggy. Miggy just couldn't take it down.
It was Tonali, actually.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was.
With a little touch. It was a fantastic little touch.
Yeah, just slightly, wasn't it? But I've seen enough from Tonali to get very excited about what we're going to see the rest of the season, Billy, so far.
100%.
Absolutely brilliant. As Forrest come and ask questions again, Kraft is there.
Oh,
Trippier. Oh, magnificent backheel to Almiron. But Miggy's ran. Where's Miggy going? And I think he's so lucky to get a free kick there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Almiron's dived there. Why was he running backwards?
I mean, Trippier's little back flick was phenomenal, but then Miggy went the wrong way. He has touched his chest, but Christ almighty, he has made a meal of it. He's gone down worse than Donald Trump did.
Yeah. Christ. Sublime backheel by Trippier, though, to get out of trouble. And, it's going to be His Holiness Nick Pope to take the goal kick for Newcastle. 38 minutes and 45 on the clock. 1-0 we lead. Joe Willock in 18 seconds to give Newcastle the lead. But the bad news is Willock has since gone off injured. But now it's Harvey Barnes. Barnes heading towards the penalty area, goes onto his left foot. Barnes goes to the byline, cuts it across. There's nobody to knock it in. Miggy now, back to Isak. Isak looks for help. He's got 3 on him. Back to Almiron. Almiron back to Harvey Barnes. Barnes from 18 yards, it's blocked.
Yeah, I didn't think we made the most of that, I've got to say.
No. But now Lewis Hall brings it forward again for Newcastle. Joe Linton hugging this touchline inside to Barnes. Barnes to Tonali. Again, that first time ball by Tonali, rifled into Hall. Then back to Joe Linton. Tonali now. He's wanting the ball all the time, is Sandro Tonali. And then he pings a fabulous ball out to Trippier. And then inside again to Tonali. A little bit of space. Rolls it down the line for Almiron now. Almiron cuts back on to his left, gives it back to Trippier, who finds Tonali again. This time he heads it back to Emil Kraft. He wants the ball all the time.
I mean, the saying he's running the show, it's all about Sandro Tonali at the minute for me.
It certainly is.
He's literally running the show.
He is. Joe Linton now on the halfway line. Inside to Isak. This time a good touch from Isak. But a terrible ball.
Right.
Two Newcastle players there, easily within range. And he's given it away. And now we backpedal again. I mean, dare I say, Alex is having one of them games, Billy.
Exactly. He hasn't one of them seasons, to be fair.
Just hasn't got, he hasn't got going yet, has he?
No.
I wonder if we'll see Asula a bit later on in this game today.
I would hope so. I mean, we can't expect... I mean, Isak's played all the minutes Scott sent so far, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
He does need a break at some point.
Very difficult games as well. Very, very physical. Miguel has it for Forest, the goalkeeper. Launches it upfield. Burns sticks a big size 24 in there to win the ball. Joe Linton looked like he was pushed by Elliot Anderson there. Nothing given from the referee. And again, Rick O'Shea bounces in the favour of Nottingham Forest, but good work by Harvey Barnes.
Newcastle throws it? Yeah.
Well, certainly, yeah, it looked like it. And now Lewis Hall. And again, Tonali comes to get the ball.
I mean, he's taking so much strain off Bruno as well, having Tonali.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of these two playing, isn't it? If one goes forward, the other comes back. And we've certainly seen that so far. Here is Lewis Hall. Out to Barnes. Lewis Hall goes on the gallop towards the byline. Barnes cuts inside again. Good work from Harvey Barnes. Hall now. Hall having to come inside, but he does well. Gets it to Emil Kraft. Kraft with a lot of time now for Newcastle. To Trippier. Back to Kraft. Bring it forward, Emil. You've got miles of field to run into. See, there's the difference between him and Fabian Schär, Billy.
Well, he got there eventually. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, but Schär would have brought the ball forward, though.
Yeah.
Now Isak, a bit of space to turn and run. Isak, volley comes across. Isak has given the ball away again, and Forrester on the march. Played through for Jota, but look at the pace of Kraft there. But
and
Nick Pope is well off his line to clear the ball. But again, Isak gives the ball away. He's not having the great game, is the Swede tonight. And it's not difficult balls either, Billy. It's, simple passes he's not hitting the target with.
No, he's been poor so far.
Well, Jota, I mean, that's an incredible... I mean, fair enough, it was a foul, Billy, but the way he's gone down there was quite incredible.
Ridiculous, wasn't it?
Couple of minutes to half-time, just ticking up to the 43-minute mark here on the Toon Review Matchday Live. It is Forest 0, Newcastle 1. Joe Willock on 18 seconds, but we have since lost him to injury. And he was very, very upset when he came off the field.
Well, tears. He was actually crying.
Yeah, this is a good area for Forest here. Jota's over it. And I think... could be Sosa. It is Sosa to take it, and it comes very brilliant free kick, and it's over the bar. They probably should have done a bit better than that.
Yeah,
I mean, Nick Pope was stranded. It's one of them, Billy, where you as a goalkeeper, you just don't know whether you're coming or going there.
It was right in the corridor, wasn't it? An absolute phenomenal free kick, to be honest. He's bent it round, and they should have made something of this. Nick Pope can't come and get it. It's too far out for him. 3 or 4 of them dived at it, got nowhere near it.
Poor header by your Wimney, to be honest. He should have done better there.
Yeah, he would have been offside as well, I think, because his foot's offside, but no VAR, so. Brilliant free kick.
Yep. But I think Eddie will be happy to see this out now to half time, regroup, get the lads a bit of a break, and we go again in the second 45. Because, Forest, they are causing us problems, but we're causing a lot of problems at the other end as well. But we need to see more from our striker in a minute. I think that's the only feedback from the first half, because this guy has been sensational. Tonali sends it through for Miggy. Miggy now to the byline, cuts back and is there. Floats across. Joe Linton almost just too high for him. Comes back to Lewis Hall. Hall now can send it in again. It's not a great ball by Lewis Hall, but he'll go and win it back though. And we do get it back now. Bruno. And half of Nottingham Forest pulling his shirt there, and the referee decides that is a foul. And Elliot Anderson doesn't look too impressed with that, but...
I mean, it's constant, isn't it? It's just constant fouling of the same player. I mean, his armband's been pulled off his shoulder there, virtually.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. They're all over him. They're all over him. There's a foul in the kick in the back of his legs as well. Dear me. And Bruno just puts his arms out and says, what am I supposed to do here? But again, no yellow cards, Billy, in this first half, which, given how this first half has gone, is a little bit staggering.
They've laid the stall out, haven't they? They've decided to be physical about things.
Yeah.
This is quite a dangerous free kick, I've got to say.
It is. It's in a very, very, very good position. Trippier will take it, and he plays it short to Almiron.
That was an awful free kick.
Sorry, Bruno. It was terrible. I don't know what they were doing. Oh, Trippier! And again, took a long time on the ball, and Nick Pope just calmly flicks it to Kraft. And Kraft now gets it to Trippier. Trippier back to Pope. Let's be careful here, guys. Nothing silly before half-time. And Pope says, nah, I'm wellying that down the field. Let's regroup.
Set pieces of this season haven't been great so far, I have to say.
Well, that's been kind. That's been very generous, Billy.
It is, yeah.
We do have 4 minutes of injury time at the end of this first half, of which we're into the second minute now. I mean, I would bring Asula on for the second half, Billy. I think, you're asking Isak to do a lot of running around again, and it hasn't exactly worked for him.
He's committed himself there.
Yeah, he's committed himself. Now we need to get back. Jota on this right-hand side for Forest. Sends a crossing again. It's cleared by Dan Burn. Jota again will get a second opportunity. Joe Linton comes out to meet him. Played down the line. Mahia can't get the ball in. Now with Joe Linton. Spins. Good bit of play there by Joe Linton. And then sends the ball forward. Looking for the run of Isak. Can Isak keep the ball in? He can't.
Unlucky. Good play from Joe, though.
Yeah, very calm there, wasn't he? Just held onto the ball. Didn't panic. Graham Jones in deep conversation with Eddie Howe there. And Jason Tyndall.
Jason Tyndall's also saying, what are you doing standing up? Sit down. This is my job to stand up next to Eddie, not you.
Well, it's good to see them all working together, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Oh, I like Graham Jones. I wish he'd had a lot. I hope he has a lot more kind of input into things than what we think
he's got a good CV, Graham Jones. Let's not forget that.
100%.
Anyway, Elliot Anderson on the ball for Forest. Not really going anywhere with it at the minute. Out to the right-hand side to Maria. Maria back inside to Anderson. Anderson turns. Not really anywhere to go for them. And good pressing by Bruno. And it's gone all the way back. Good play again from Newcastle. Stopping Forest from coming and trying to get an equaliser at the end of this first half. Maria again. Good block, Lewis Hall. Throw into Forest. Halfway through the Newcastle United half. Just see out these last 40 seconds or so of the first half. And it's with Willie Bolly on the halfway line for Nottingham Forest. But again, Newcastle pushing very high up the field again. But he stepped by Isak too easily there for me. But there comes Tonali to win it back. And Tonali's done brilliantly. Then he's held back. Referee says no free kick. Dear God, he almost got the shirt ripped off him there.
This ref's dreadful.
I mean, he's kept the game flowing. I'll give him that. But I mean, and there's a foul.
If he booked Bruno for that, you can imagine.
Well, you could see it. Yeah. I don't think he's brought his cards with him, Billy. To be fair,
no.
I mean, we've had the 4 minutes now, ref. Well into, and there is the halftime whistle. And at halftime, it is Newcastle United 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Sum up that first half, Billy Bob.
It's a strange half. We started really well. Scored the goal after 18 seconds, which was a fantastic start for us. Looked dangerous, and we've looked dangerous the whole half, to be fair. But as the half progressed, I think Forest have come into it more, and they look a bit of a threat. We've made a few mistakes at the back. Maybe we're trying to play football in the wrong areas at times. Miggy's done it. Lewis Hall's done it. But generally, I think it's a good first half for us. And we lead. Obviously, going to be a hard second half because I think Mr. Nuno will bring on his strong players. But we've got strength on the bench also. We've got Gordon to come on. I'd like to see Sula come on as well. So, yeah, promising first half. Tonali's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. We couldn't have wished for a better return from Sandro Tonali. A lot of, dare I say, negative comments coming in the chat. Dan says Isak is poor, Hall poor, and Kraft hesitant. Big Joe mistakes. Really concerning start to the season because top teams will rip us to shreds. Sean says there's no organised press, just headless chickens. Sella says there's no progress whatsoever from last season. What do you think the full-time score is going to be, says Chris. He thinks 4-0. Ray says shame he didn't get another goal. I mean, it was almost 2, wasn't it? I mean, Tonali nearly bagged a goal as well.
Yeah.
With a fantastic move. I mean, look, I think we've done all right tonight. I don't think we've been as bad as certainly not as bad as we were on Sunday.
No, absolutely not.
I think some of our passing and attacking has been fantastic to watch. Yes, we'll look a bit iffy at the back, but I like what I'm seeing from us going forward, and I think a lot of are we being a bit overcritical in the chat? I don't know. Ray Fagan, thank you for your super chat. Martin says started well, then all at sea, just like Bournemouth. Am I watching a different game here?
I think once Willock went off, there was a bit of a time where it looked a bit iffy. Bruno's given the ball away a few times. People are missing him out. We're trying to do too much at times. That's the only thing I can see. Trying to play football in the wrong areas at times. But when we play in the right areas, we look really threatening. I think there's more goals in this for us to really do.
I mean, look, I always get hammered for if I criticize, but I'm really surprised at a lot of the comments. But hey, Marco, we have to be honest. First half was disappointing. Michael says we don't just have any wide players that can actually take on the fullback, just backwards passing all the fucking time.
Well, that's because they all want to cut inside, isn't it? And there's no one that's playing on a natural side, so there's no outside taking on defenders on. It's all a bit predictable, to be fair. But I think Barnes has done well, and I think Mickey's at times has done well as well.
Christ, the misery's really making a tough match. Where winning, I must say, I
agree with Jay, definitely.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that first half. I think some things can be better, but some of the football we played there was brilliant. Anthony says Tonali is the example of what passing is. Many others need to watch him because we give away possession way too often.
Yes, I agree with that too.
Paul says piss poor. Dean says it's scary how fragile and vulnerable we are. We don't fight for the ball anymore.
I don't think I've seen that.
Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat, bud. Vast improvement having Tonali back. See Isak coming off and Barnes. Miggy is actually doing okay. I think Isak needs to come off. I think. What's up, Billy?
Chris Mitchell has just made me almost wet myself.
Oh dear, I dread to think why. Hang on, let me find it. Oh dear. It's obviously Billy's been tickled by something here. I'm trying to find it, Billy.
Do you want me to put it up? I'll put it up
yeah, go on then.
Let me find it because I can't find it now. There's not many comments.
I'm trying to find it myself.
Here we go. Got it.
Okay. I really hate women commercials about clam deodorant. Oh, dear God.
Clam deodorant.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Dylan, thank you for being a member for 11 months, my friend. Thank you for your support. Glaring centre-half problem. Wouldn't matter as Gay is now cup-tied. Side note, I went to school with Zach Abbott, their centre-back.
No.
Good friend of mine. Well, you could tell him to just back off a little bit and let us get some goals. Simon says, I enjoyed that half. Tonali's lifted the team. Lots of bite in midfield. Big Joe's off tonight, but I've liked it. Yeah, he had a good 10 minutes, but then he's gone off the boil again.
I think Joe's been a lot streets ahead of what he was on Sunday, which is even hard, to be honest.
Keith says, by hell, there are some self-entitled chebs in here tonight.
Good Lord.
I don't get it. We're winning 1-0, and it certainly hasn't been as bad as what we've seen. I've got to say, and look, Billy, how many people came at me last season? Oh, you're just a negative channel. You're a load of bollocks. You just complain all the time. And I
just think we looked a threat. With some of the football we've played has been absolutely phenomenal. And granted, a lot of it's been kind of Tonali involved in it. And if we hadn't scored early, we probably would be whinging. But, I mean, some of the football we've played, the goal itself was a great move.
Well, we've just seen it again. It was an excellent move. And we've put a few of them tonight brilliantly. Going forward, yes, I admit, maybe we're a bit fragile at the back. There is a glaring centre-half problem, but our two best centre-halves are not available in Botman and Shea. Hattrick, thank you for your super chat. Tonali's vision is something else. He's a changer. Just looking at that goal again, Billy, we actually had 3 players coming in on that ball. Tonali, Willock, the goal scorer, and of course, Harvey Barnes just behind him. Dowsy, thank you for your super chat. I've enjoyed the first half. Personally, we have had some unreal passing. 18-second goal. Tonali has been unreal. Big Joe dropping back is solid.
I agree.
John says Miggy isn't doing that great. Honestly, don't get all the positivity. He's always done that. Just no quality, Billy.
Yeah. Streets ahead of what we've seen from Miggy in the past. Let's be honest, he's doing some good stuff, but
yeah, he had a good shot. He had a good first time shot.
We obviously can improve on that side of the pitch, no doubt about it. And we've got Anthony Gordon on the bench, so maybe we'll see him second half. Who knows?
Yeah. Michael McIntyre, thank you for another super chat. We can win this cup. Toon. That's a long way off yet. Kieran says, I think it was fine. Defended deeper as the half went on. Burncraft and Pope sweeping up well. Just needs slightly more control in possession. I do agree with that, and I think it's come back from Isak too many times.
He doesn't hold the ball, does he? He's not that physical striker, but if he hasn't got, he just seems to be at it at the minute. He's beating one player, maybe trying too much, maybe trying too hard. And if he hasn't got those skills, then we don't kind of see anything from Isak, because physically he doesn't compete, does he? I'd like to see Sula come on at half time. I don't think he will, but it makes sense in more than one way. Give Isak a rest, get him fresh for Sunday.
Yeah, I agree.
Where we know he's going to be a threat against Spurs with his pace. So yeah, get him off half time, get a Sula on, and let's see how long Sandro can last, because I think that's important to us, because we will be weaker once he comes off, no doubt about it.
Dylan, thank you for your super chat. Pope has me terrified when we play it to him. I think he's done all right tonight with his distribution. Couldn't get any worse, to be honest. Charlie says, I say it's been a good game. Are they watching the Bournemouth game on repeat? We've had great possession. Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. One criticism I have is we don't seem to win the ball from goal kicks. Yes, His Holiness ain't the best with his delivery, but we always seem to lose out. That's a very good point. And you picked it up in the first half, Billy, with Isak, yeah.
It's Isak, isn't it? It's not his game, is it, to win balls in the air? He's just not a physical striker. Despite being quite tall, he doesn't really compete physically with anybody, really.
Yeah. Nick Thornton, thank you for your super chat. Some of these comments are fucking laughable. Taking negativity to an entire new level. We've got. Let's just get a win and get the confidence back, and we might go out and get a couple more goals. Daniel says, we need to remember that if everyone is healthy and we sign a right centre-back, then Kraft and Burn are basically third-choice centre-backs.
Yeah, and potentially Share could be a second choice centre back, depending on how good the centre back we sign is. If we sign one, of course.
Well, look, for me, Eddie's got to look at this with Isak and say, right, you know, he's played every game this season, every minute this season. Let's give him a little break for 45, and let's see what Asula can do. Because Asula
makes sense.
He's a bit more physical, Asula, from what I've seen of him.
Yeah, he's got the base, but he'll compete. He'll hopefully hold the ball up and bring the players in. It just makes sense for me in this game, and definitely give Isak a rest because I think he needs it. Mm-hmm. Dare I say, we may even see bloody Matt Target second half. They keep putting him on the bench. At some point, he's going to come on, isn't he?
Dylan, thank you for another super chat. Thoughts on Anderson? He looked naff to me.
No, I agree. I think he's been pretty good when he's been on the ball.
Yeah, when he's been on the ball, he's knocked it around quite well. He's picked out some good passes. Garant says, Matt, who? Is Target on the bench?
I think so.
Let me just bring this side up again on the screen. Yes, he is.
He's always on the bench. He's on the bench more than the frigging judge he is.
Oh, dear. Waleed says, don't think a centre-back will solve our problems at this point. Think there's a bigger problem. Michael says, how on earth have we not been in for Sancho or anyone to have Sandro passes? He's found Miggy every time.
Sancho was on 350k a week, unfortunately.
Yeah. Why do you think Isak needs a break? It's game 3, says Emmett.
Well, how many times last season or the season before did you see Alexander Isak complete a game? Once, twice. This season he's done it twice already. He needs to have a rest and get ready for Sunday. And we need to compete more front physically. And so I'm thinking that Osula would be a good, sensible substitution. But I don't think he'll do it at half time. I wish he would, but I don't think he will.
68 subscribers away from 32,000 all of a sudden. 68. Do subscribe if you're new. Let's see how close we can get to 32,000 before we finish the stream. Brian Amix, thank you for being a member for an incredible 31 months. Thank you so much for your support, Brian. A bit sloppy, but by far our best match this season. Well, not if you read a lot of the comments. Asula won't come on unless we get another goal, says LG. Lil Sam says Alan Smith, the Cockney donkey, does not like the Toon. He's an arrogant man. Well, he doesn't like Newcastle, no.
He's not a Cockney, he's a bloody Brummie. He's a massive Villa fan.
Yeah, don't even listen to him. Just turn it off. You're listening to the right place right here. Len Simmons, thank you for your super chat. If the ref starts giving yellows, there'll be less fouls, so less injuries. I just think he's forgot them. I think he left them in the room. Simon Yorkshire, thank you for your super chat. Devastated for Willock, thrilled for Tonali. Enraged by the ref, perplexed by their chances. Loving your commentary, optimistic for the season ahead. And a super chat from Graham Ritchie. Greetings from the Caymans. Great to have Sandro back. I mean, Sandro's been outstanding, Billy. We've got a super chat in from the Fadge as well. I just want to see Isak get a goal. And David Rosemina, thank you for your first month of being a member. Hi, Paul and Billy. Does Willock have a bet with Reece James who gets more injured? Well,
I think that's harsh.
But Tonali, Billy, it's not just what he's done on the ball. It's watching him off the ball. He's making himself available all the time. He's wanting the ball. He's getting back and tackling. He's working so hard in midfield. He's had a brilliant 45.
It doesn't look like he's had 11 minutes off, does it? I mean, literally, the fella's been head and shoulders above everyone else in that pitch tonight.
Yeah,
creativity, speed, physicality. He's done it all for me tonight. It's been absolutely outstanding. He really has. And some of his one-touch stuff, it's been bloody phenomenal. It really has.
Cardiff 3, Southampton 3 at half-time. Bloody
interesting away kit that Southampton are wearing.
That is incredibly luminous pink. Coach Austin, thank you for 27 months of membership. Thank you, my man. Loving the commentary as always. Tonali, different level. Come on, the Toon. Ken says Tonali just glides across the pitch.
Yes, he does.
Indeed, he does.
Yes, he does.
Half-time scores are Wolves 2, Burnley 0, Wimbledon 2, Ipswich 1, Cardiff 3, Southampton 3, Colchester 0, Brentford 1, Swansea 0, Wickham 1, and it went off the screen. with the bottom two there. So you just have to look online. Looking at the way Tonali keeps passing to right wing and getting it wasted, I think sticking Trippier further forward would be worth a go. Start finding Isak more from the right.
Well, maybe put Livramento out there for him. I mean, Gordon's obviously the obvious choice, isn't he?
Yeah. Lunatics has come on 32,000 for the lads. Yeah, keep subscribing, guys. It is keep ticking over, as you can see. Keep subscribing if you're new, guys. Let's see what we can get to by the end of the stream. By the way, Stato said he will be joining us at the end of the game, and we will stay on air if we win for the draw.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling what's going to happen with that. Steve Pajak, thank you for being a member for 30 months. Incredible dedication from our members. Hi, guys. Finally get to say hi because of time difference. Keep up the good work, guys. Oh, bloody hell, they're on the pitch. Bloody Christ.
I mean, that's comes from nowhere.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle are going to get us underway for the second half. Is going to be Alexander Isak to get us underway. And here we go. Second half is underway. Samsonite Dove, thanks for your super chat. And he's just singing about he's singing the Tonali song. Anthony Railton, thank you for your super chat. Bruno's Magic Hat, thank you. I think Isak plays much better when Wilson plays. Interesting. However, we are back underway. And, it doesn't look like we've made any changes. Geraint Thomas, been a member for 8 months. Tonali seems good for a five-a-side player. Here we go.
Dear, that was funny.
Dan Burn comes across and actually puts his right foot on that, and that's ended up in the Trent. Throw into Nottingham Forest, just inside the Newcastle half. Omanuma says, I wish I could listen to your commentary live with the crowd noise. Yeah, it would be brilliant. Amazon do that, to be fair. If we ever get an Amazon game, we can do that. Because we can put the crowd noises on. So that would be good. But due to the way Sky work, we can't. Or we get a rather large fine. 57 away from 32,000 now. 57. Come on, guys. If you're not already subscribed, please get yourself sorted and click that subscribe button. It is free. You'll be joining a fantastic community here on the Toon Review. The #1 channel for Newcastle United commentary. News, transfer shows, competitions, all sorts. We are very much a very fast-growing channel, and come and be part of it. We've got a wonderful community, as you can see in the chat. Anyway, Forest have a throw-in. Moreno will take it on this left-hand side. Towards Oyimni, but he can't get there. Sosa given chase, cleared away by Emil Kraft, and Tonali getting a little bit rambunctious with Jota there. He's a little weed, him, isn't he?
Well, I don't know how he's not been booked.
Yeah,
his name should have been written on the referee's Jota. I'll get me coat.
Yes, thank you. Mark Danny Dawson here, Paul Billy, brilliant commentary. Warlass says Tonali glides around the pitch like he's wearing roller skates.
Fair comment.
Yeah, he does. Here's Elliot Anderson being harrowed by Miggy. Miggy dives in, gets a foot in.
Come on, Isak.
Isak just again.
And he's been hurt now because
he's gone down. Well, it was because he was so bloody slow going for the challenge, Billy.
Yeah, he gets out of it, and that's what happens when he shoots out of challenges.
It's Elliot Anderson, I think they caught him, but nothing malicious from Anderson. Miggy's down holding his left ankle. Just take Isak off. Don't risk it. Anthony Railton, thank you for another super chat. No comment there. I mean,
he could have got that as well.
Yeah, it was poor that he got himself injured there. Saleh, thank you very much for signing up to membership. Much appreciated. Welcome to Members Club. And a big thank you for your support. Much appreciated.
Well, less than 50 away. I wonder if we can do the second half.
We're 48 subscribers away, guys. It's flying through. Welcome to all our new subscribers, and thank you. You are subscribing to a fantastic community here. Welcome, everybody. Isak getting to his feet. Doesn't look...
Well, he looks like he's thought he was going to break wind and didn't.
Yeah. Sometimes it just creeps up on you, though, Billy.
Well,
as you know.
Yes. Never wear white trousers. That's one thing I've fucking made a fucking vow not to do.
Dear God. Why? Why? Yeah, Dean Stevenson, the players need to man up. I agree with that. I think, some of them are going down like a little bit, I mean, dare I say it, like a little bit soft. Forest have a throw in here almost by the corner flag. This is coming in long again, Billy.
Yeah, it's very, very Route 1, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly is. And it comes towards the penalty spot. It's loose, and it's a goal. Nottingham Forest have equalised, and it's Jota who's got it. He's rifled it into the top corner of the net. He was completely unmarked, and it is 1-1 at the City Ground. Billy Bob.
Yeah, it's just poor defending. We didn't get any header on the ball. Two players went for that. Both missed it. And, of course, when the ball went over their heads, Jota was left at the back post, totally unmarked, to rocket it into the net. And he did with aplomb, to be fair to him.
For God's sake. I mean, that just see out the first 10, 15 minutes of the bloody half, man. I mean, the marking there, Billy, you have to say, was absolutely shocking.
Well, it was 1, 2, 3, go for this header. Look, Kraft didn't get a chance. I don't know what Dunn Byrne's doing. Quite, I mean, he's the big bloke in the box. He's the one getting look and he's not a very good header of the ball, Billy. I mean, Lewis Hall should be out quicker than that. Also,
I mean, it's a brilliant finish, isn't it? So that rifles it into the onion bag, but it's 1-1. And we've only had 5 minutes of the second half. It's his first goal for Nottingham Forest, Billy.
Of course it is. He should have been off the pitch probably with the amount of fouls he's committed.
Yeah. Jesus Christ! Don't say this is going to go. We're going to go back into a bloody shell again. I mean, the thing is, though, Billy. This is what we need to see, right? We need to see, a little bit of fight. Yeah, we've conceded a goal. Just go. Let's go and get the lead back again, rather than sit back. Come on. Joe Linton now to Dan Byrne. Sends it to Lewis Hall. Well, Forest clearly will have the tails up now. There's no doubt about that. Harvey Barnes. Oh, brilliant skill from Harvey Barnes. He's got Joe Linton inside of him. Here's Big Joe. Oh, a lovely turn from him. Over the halfway line goes Joe. Almost plays a fabulous ball through back to Harvey Barnes. But unfortunately, he was intercepted. Just stop giving the ball away a little bit too easy. Keep possession. I mean, we've got the players on the pitch, Billy, who can create lots of chances.
Indeed.
And here's Bruno now to Joe Linton. Lovely little back heel there to get rid of the Portuguese Grealish there. And now Barnes. Barnes, close control again, sends in the ball, headed away by Willy Bolly. And that's going to be a foul by Bruno and a free kick to Forest. Yeah, I believe it's straight to penalties, isn't it, if it's a draw, Billy?
Yeah, it certainly is. It certainly is.
Oh, he's booking Bruno, Billy.
I mean, Joe's got in the ref's face to get him booked after committing about 28 million fouls himself and not being booked.
What's he doing here?
I think he might be booking Joe for dissent. No, he's not. No, he's not.
I don't know who he's booked.
I mean, it's not a yellow card, that.
That is nowhere near a yellow card. Nowhere near.
Did he kick the ball away? I don't know if he did or not.
Yeah, I think did he kick it away?
Well, no. He's signaling for a yellow card, so it should be him that's getting booked.
It's got to be him that's been booked. Yeah, it is Jota that's been booked, Billy. No, it's not. Bruno's been booked. Well, why hasn't he booked Jota? For waving the yellow card in his face. I
think they've got it wrong, Bruno, to be honest. I think Jota's the one that got booked.
I think Jota was... we have a Newcastle player down. Yeah, Jota's been booked as well.
I don't think Bruno's been booked. Can't book him for that.
Well, we'll leave it up because at the minute, that is the crack. Barnes for Newcastle to Emil Kraft. Kraft has Trippier, but he doesn't. He gives it to Miggy. Miggy inside for Bruno, who sends a lovely ball down, and then he's dragged down. A brilliant run from Sandro Tonali, and that is another yellow card to Nottingham Forest. And suddenly, the referee seems to have brought his cards out for the second half.
Well, that was a blatant yellow card, wasn't it? I mean, he was...
Brilliant ball by Bruno for Tonali. And Zach Abbott is in the book.
He looks very young as well, doesn't he?
Well, he's obviously friends with... was it Dean? I can't remember. There's that many comments came in. 45 away from 32,000. Thank you so much. And keep subscribing, guys, and welcome to the channel. And it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle United. The referee wanting to have words here. Forest playing a very, very high line. And it is going to be Kieran Trippier to whip this in, I believe. It is Trippier.
And that's, it wasn't a bad one, to be fair.
Wow. Nah, Billy. It's too high for everyone. It's gone out of play.
Yeah,
there was nobody going to put the head on that. We're just seeing the goal again. Look how many Newcastle players go to the ball. There's 4 or 5 of them there.
There's no talking there either, is there? Clearly not, because there's 3 or 4 of them going for the same ball. Not one of them made it. Joe Linton got in Dan Burns' way.
Jota's just standing on the penalty spot. He says, thank you very much. No chance for Nick Pope with that one.
Anderson celebrating as well.
Wow. And Moreno's gone down injured now for Nottingham Forest. We've had 10 minutes of the second half, Billy. What's your thoughts?
Well, we started slowly, haven't we?
Really, the second half, we've been awful.
Haven't got out the blocks at all.
No.
The ball's going forward, and Isaac once again is not competing physically. It's not been great, and Forest have got the goal. Probably don't deserve one because it was a really scrappy goal to concede. But there you go, and they're on the attack now.
And let's not forget, Forest have made 10 changes to their starting lineup tonight.
Yeah.
Jota's on the ball again. He's causing all sorts of problems for us. Elliot Anderson now. Bolly sends it out to the right-hand side. Joe Linton. Come on, you got to be a bit stronger than that, Joe. And he is. Good work, Joe Linton, to win the ball back. Brings it away, plays it into Bruno, but it's a terrible pass from Joe. He's gave it away on the edge of the box. It comes out to Elliot Anderson, cuts it back on his right, tries to chip Nick Pope, and he's not far away from doing so. And again, Joe Linton giving the ball away in the penalty area.
Mm-hmm.
Dear me. And yet, at the moment, the second half has not started well, and we are being battered by Forest B team, Billy, for the first 10 minutes of this half.
I mean, it's fantastic play from Anderson, wasn't it? Really good play from him.
But this is worrying, Billy.
Yeah, I don't know where the house said something at half-time, but we've come out like a flat fart in a, I don't know.
A wet fart in the bath.
Mm. I'm just kicking anywhere at the minute.
Yeah, it's like the Bournemouth first half, Billy, where we're just hoofing the ball to nobody. Yeah. There's no structure here at all. And we're struggling to get on the front foot, but now we might with Harvey Barnes. Barnes clips it through to Joe Linton.
Awful pass.
Joe Linton wanted a handball. Barnes wanted a handball. And the referee said no again. Good stepping up there from Dan Byrne to win it back. Byrne now. Plays it inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton's touch was heavy, but then he's dragged to the floor again by Jota. I mean, how many fouls has he made in this game?
Yeah, and he got booked for simulating a yellow card. Ridiculous. They're making changes now. It looks like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Forest know they've got a Forest. You know, they're picking up on this, that they're on top here and they want to capitalise. So I think
they might be getting Jota before we get sent off, I guess.
Marco says, now Paul understands why I said first half was disappointing. Listen, first half, didn't mind it, but this is atrocious so far in the second.
Oh, come on, Miggy. Yeah, he did well in the end.
That's Trippier.
Trippier, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Run out for a corner to Newcastle United. And I believe Lewis Hall is going to come and take this, Billy.
Oh, maybe Tonali, one of the two.
Yeah, no, Tonali's on the line.
Yeah, he is.
40 away from 32,000 now, Billy. Only 40 away. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Lewis Hall's corner. It's going to be another in-swinger. It's deep and well taken, indeed, by Miguel, the goalkeeper. Came out and made it his.
I mean, Forest do have difference makers on the bench, as Ricky D just says there. It's Nadoy, Ilanga, Chris Wood. It's
Billy, you do realise the name you just said there?
Yeah, Chris Wood, but he's. I'm going to say his difference changed as a fight. He got a hat trick against us.
Well, they might leave Jota on. I think maybe take a 1 year off and let Chris Wood try and be the sort of hold-up player. But at the minute, it's just all Forest, and they're definitely up for this. And this is starting to become a little bit worrying, Billy, how much possession we're giving up here to Forest. Given the players we've got on the pitch here.
Yeah, and this is as close to the first team we could have, apart from Gordon.
Oh, they've played that nicely. Wimney going up against Dan Byrne. Byrne does really well. Well done, Dan.
Yeah.
And he had to make sure that tackle was tight to perfection. And it certainly was. But again, cut through us. Knife through butter again. And look at Trippy. Trippy is down on his haunches, Billy.
Yeah. Well, Abbott's coming off.
Yeah.
Sangari's coming on.
They're making 3 changes. Forest are really going for this. Newcastle are bringing somebody on. I think that was Jacob Murphy, Billy. I'm not 100% sure. Jota's going off. I'm surprised they're taking him off. Although he is on a yellow card, but he's been a thorn in our side. But he's got his first goal for Forest tonight, but they're bringing some of the starters on now.
It could be a clever sub, this, because what he'll do is probably put Sangari in the 6 and push
Milenkovic will come on as well. Yeah.
Milenkovic's course will be just as physical at the back, more so actually than Abbott. So, yeah, it's
going to be another one of these long throws, Billy. It might be Anthony Gordon, of course. I just saw a Newcastle player stripped, and are they making the change now? Yes, Livramento and Gordon are coming on. So maybe Trippier's coming off. Miggy's definitely coming off. Well, why is he bringing Sean on, man?
Tonali, I guess.
Yeah, it will be for Tonali, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the subs are usually meant to upgrade your side.
Well, which means Gordon's going to go on the right again.
Trippier's off as well.
Yeah, Trippier's off. Are you ahead of me, Billy?
No. I'm just reading the things. 61, 10 seconds.
Yeah, same as me. Livramento is now on. And I would assume it'll be Tonali coming off. It is indeed. And what a game Tonali's had. What a return for Sandro Tonali. Absolutely superb tonight. And rightly so, gets a raucous ovation from the Newcastle fans.
Outstanding
as he heads off and he waves to the crowd. And that is a big welcome back to Sandro. And on comes Sean.
A big welcome on for Sean. Trippier doesn't look very happy either.
Well, Trippier was down, buckled over. I just think he's knackered, Billy. But I'm worried now, I have to say.
I'm worried with his throwing. Never anything else.
Yeah. In it comes. Here it comes towards the 18-yard line. But this time it's a good header away. And it's Dan Byrne again who gets his head to it.
Did you see Isaac's header there? Attempts at a header there.
I mean, he completely missed the ball, Billy. And here come Forest again. To the byline, clipped across. It's very, very deep. And Lewis Hall is going to let that roll out. Yes, and a throw into Newcastle.
I want to see Barnes further get involved again because I mean he's gone.
He hasn't. Certainly, second half. We've never mentioned him, Billy.
No.
Bruno, great ball over from Tino Livramento now, who can bring it forward, but has to turn back inside to Longstaff, back to Kraft, back to Nick Pope.
Played, Nick.
That's a nice ball out to Lewis Hall. Distribution's been much better from Nick Pope tonight, I have to say that.
It's been fantastic.
Yep. And now here is Harvey Barnes. Cuts in on his right foot again. Looks for support. Longstaff nowhere near the ball, but bounces loose now to Isak. But Isak's control again.
Get him off, Eddie, for Christ's sake.
I mean, he's been terrible tonight. I mean, I'm being openly honest. I love Isak, but he's not at the races tonight by any stretch. Here is Livramento. Now to Gordon. First part of the game for Gordon. In comes the cross. There's nobody there. And it floats right over and drifts out for a throw into Forest.
I've seen better crosses on the Paul scooping. That was disgusting.
Not the best, but it is his first touch of the game, Billy. I think we'll let him off with that. 39 away from 32,000. Don't forget, guys, if we do win this, there's a Forest fan knitting in the crowd.
Now then, young lady, I'll have a willy warmer, please.
Yes. That's a big willy warmer by the looks of things, Billy.
Yeah, you wouldn't need that much wool for me, that's for certain. Thimble would have done it.
Yeah, thimble. Ah, dear. Like a press stud, Billy. Anyway, we've got a throw in here midway through Forest's half. We get back to Emil Kraft now. Kraft almost at the halfway line. 54% possession for Nottingham Forest so far in this second half. And that's a good tackle on Livramento, but at least he's pushed us forward there.
Mm.
Well, oh, dear. We've lost the ball again. And Forest, this is a big chance. They're into the penalty area. Shot comes in. Pope gathers it to his left. But we're just not at the races this second half at all, Billy.
No, it's been shocking, hasn't it? I mean, I've been
God almighty.
I mean, Isak's just wasting his time being there.
Yeah, he's just lost the ball again.
Get him off. Why can't he see it?
I mean, every time it's come to him, he's lost the ball. It's just not at the races today. Fantastic player though he is, he's not playing well tonight. God almighty. 65 gone. 1-1 at the City ground here. And I have to say, Newcastle have been absolutely garbage second half.
Well, we've conceded to a long throwing, and ever since then, all we've done is conceded long throwings.
They don't take it long this time. They take a short one, which enables Maria to play in a cross. It's a brilliant ball in, and nobody can get a touch on it. And that could well have easily been 2-1 to Forest there. We are all over the shop.
Lewis Hall at the back post got away with murder there. He got away with murder. He's not marking. He's let the ball go under his foot. Look, if the player behind him gambles, he scores there.
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing here? Pass back to Livramento, who's literally by the corner flag. Lovely touch from Gordon. And now Longstaff inside. Come on!
Get him off, Eddie. Whoa.
Oh.
No, it's not a free kick. We won the ball.
Oh, my
you
God.
funny. What a shit decision that is.
Wow, and wow. I will say wow again, by the way.
That is a fantastic challenge, referee. You're an absolute
I think he's got his card out, Bill. He's booked him.
You're having a frigging laugh, ref.
He's booking Lewis Hall. Let's have another look at it.
Oh, maybe it was.
It
wasn't as bad as he made out, though.
Well, maybe not, but Lewis Hall completely missed the ball there. He's saying the referee got the ball, but he's in the book.
And it's his first bad foul, really. If it was a bad foul, it's not as bad as the ref that player.
No, he just mistimed the tackle. But I tell you what, Isak's looked a shadow of himself. An absolute shadow of himself tonight. But why is our manager not seeing it? I mean, every time we're trying to give him the ball, he's losing it. I mean, is Sasula going to do a worse job?
Dare I say, he's probably thinking the penalties.
Oh, Billy. Billy.
Well, there's got to be a reason somewhere along the line, hasn't there? And they're making more changes.
Yeah. I mean, who've we got on the bench? Murphy, Asula,
Target.
Will you shut up about Matt Target?
And you asking who's on the pissing bench? I'm telling you.
Who's going to change the game? I meant, Billy.
Well, Target will change it, just for them.
Isak is isolated. He's got zero support. We're not talking about the support. Come on. He's given the ball away loads of times. When the ball's come to him, he's miscontrolling it and giving it away. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with support.
He's been awful. His
game's been terrible tonight.
Nico Williams is coming on.
Come on, let's be fair.
It's right? Christ.
We love Isak. He's a fabulous player. But on this game tonight, he's been dreadful. Sosa coming off. Oh, dear. Well, Nico Williams is on, as is Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Well, they've strengthened.
Yeah. Yep.
So unless we get our arse in gear and get our fingers out, this could be a long last 20 minutes.
Well, they've made all their subs now. They've gone for it. All five are on. We still have 3 available. Do we? No, 2. 2 available.
One for Willard, didn't we?
Keith Truscott, thank you for your super chat. We're gifting the game to them. Yeah, it certainly looks that way. And Nico Williams immediately... How have we missed the ball there? Jesus Christ!
Lewis Hall's having an absolute stinker. This is second half.
Oh my God! But now Big Joe breaks forward, but he's lost the ball.
I mean, he was pulled back there as well.
Yeah, this is worrying, Billy. I mean, that cross there was hit with zero pace, yet beat 3 Newcastle defenders.
Oh, get up, you fanny.
Well, it's a head injury to Dominguez, but get up, you tart. Good God, man. Oh, yeah, we've only got one sub left, Billy, because Willock came off.
Well, does he risk keeping Lewis Hall on, or does he take Isaac off? I mean, there's your choices.
Well, I mean, this second half's just been as bad as it was on the first half on Sunday, Billy. And it's all over the shop. It really is. We've got to improve. 36 subs away from 32,000.
Good tackle, Sean.
Can we get there? Can we get there? Anyway, here is Anthony Gordon. Barnes has gone to the right now, Billy.
Yeah, he ran away from the pissing ball there. No, what a dickhead.
Now Elliot Anderson spins away from Gordon, spins away from Barnes.
Oh, they're both on this side. There's a bit of an imbalance here somewhere.
Yeah, Gordon's definitely supposed to be on the left, but now he's vacated, and Bolly can bring it forward again for Nottingham Forest. 20 minutes to go. 1-1 at the City Ground. It's been absolutely terrible from Newcastle in this second half. As bad as it gets again, and it's a huge worry. But here's Hudson-Odoi now. Back to Anderson. Oh, almost played in for a Wimney. Dominguez trying to play it through, but Nick Pope is aware to the problem. Wolves have beaten Burnley 2-0, Wimbledon 2, Ipswich 2, Cardiff 3, Southampton 3, Colchester 0, Brentford 1, Swansea 0, Wickham 1, and West Ham 1, Bournemouth 0, the latest scores. Here is it, Livramento. And plays it square across now to Dan Burn, who feeds it into Lewis Hall. Can we move forward now? Hall. Nice ball down to Gordon. Gordon now cuts inside. But again, he has to go back to Dan Burn. Back to Gordon. Gordon to Longstaff. Longstaff back to Kraft. Kraft to Livramento. Livramento to Barnes. Barnes now.
What are you inside for? He's fucking never right footed, you prick.
Yeah, but he's being dragged back there. I think he did well there, Billy, to be fair.
Yeah, he did in the end. I don't know why he's getting inside for.
Yeah, he's going to give him a yellow card for the pulling of the shirt, Billy.
Just think so, no?
I think he definitely left his cards in the dressing room. You know, I'm getting more and more convinced of that.
I mean, the ref believes in miracles. Where's he from? The sexy thing.
Yeah, he does look like the singer of Hot Chocolate.
Well, look at that.
That is a yellow card, to be fair. Now Barnes looking for support. Livramento gets there. Barnes will get to the byline. Beautiful cross right to the back post. And it's very good defending. Very good defending. And they've got themselves out of a bit of a pickle there, Forest. That's a free kick to Newcastle. Foul on Dan Burn by Wimney.
All right, Winnie. That's it.
Now he stays down holding his hip. Get on with it. There's nothing the matter with him. Here's Lewis Hall. Hall now to Gordon. Gordon on his right foot, cuts inside. Gordon back to Lewis Hall. Fluffs the left foot completely. And now Forest clear the ball again. Good bit of pressure, though, from Newcastle last couple of minutes. Kraft. Across to Burn. Burn inside to Bruno now. Bruno to Burn. Lewis Hall in acres of space again on this left-hand side. Hall brings it forward for Newcastle. Inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton plays it into Longstaff. Little 1-2 with Isak. And in comes Barnes. Good tackle.
What a challenge for Moreno.
Great tackle, but a lovely move that by Newcastle.
Yeah, much better, wasn't it? Much better. Much better.
Good play by Sean, Billy.
Yeah, Sean was really good there. Little 1-2. Harvey Barnes come in, but what a challenge this is for Moreno. I think the keeper saved it, like.
I think Isak was supposed to go back to Longstaff there, Billy. I just think he slightly overhit it, but Barnes was coming in.
Kraft picking his nose there.
Nice. Lewis Hall's corner is terrible. Calvin, thank you for your super chat. Something needs to change quickly here, and I don't just mean this game. Tottenham will make us look silly. Well, throw-in is taken, and it's thrown back to Emil Kraft on the halfway line. Across to Burn. Burn now to Joe Linton. Joe Linton to Gordon. Gordon having a run at Nico Williams. Cuts back in on his right foot. Still Anthony Gordon. Livramento now. Little touch to Longstaff. Great ball from Sean to Barnes. Barnes now cuts in. He's lost the ball and Forrest can break.
Yeah, Livramento gone bollocking on the outside of him. He loses the ball.
Yeah, Hudson-Odoi. But to be fair to Barnes, great tracking back.
Yeah, he got back.
Great energy from Harvey there. I mean, this could go anywhere, Billy. 16 minutes of normal time to go. No extra time, remember. It's straight to penalties. I mean, I don't know what was said at halftime, Billy, but we came out with no fire at all for the second half. Absolutely no fire at all.
No. It's almost if he said, just keep what you've got.
I mean, why can't we play the free-flowing football that we did in the first 10 minutes? We were brilliant.
Yeah, we were.
It's as if we're getting shackles. Gordon now. He's done well to win it back there. But Joe Linton didn't really offer him anything, Billy, to be fair.
No, he didn't. No. In fact, he got in his way, if anything.
Gordon again.
Fast, yeah.
Longstaff plays it out wide to Harvey Barnes. Barnes to Livramento. To Bruno now.
Bruno, you've got to be better than that.
Anderson all over him, and Bruno has to go back to Nick Pope. It's just not clicking, Billy. It's just not clicking right now.
Yeah, it's
I mean, we have picked up a little bit. I say last 5 or so minutes, but
a lovely turn.
That's a great turn by Bruno. Now Isak lays it to Lewis Hall. Hall to Gordon. Hall goes on the overlap. Gordon plays it inside to Bruno now. Bruno with a bit of space. He's trying to play the easy pass, Bruno. And he's I'm pleased he didn't hit the player there, Billy, or Bruno would have been sent off there because he slid in there. He was nowhere near the ball. 32 away from 32,000, strangely enough. Keep subscribing, guys, if you are new to the channel, and welcome to all our new subscribers. Thank you for joining this wonderful community on the Toon Review. Livramento now, trying to get it onto his left foot. Barnes now.
We're trying to walk it in.
Yeah, we are. Why we're not crossing the ball again? Here's Bruno to Lewis Hall. He will go wide again for Gordon. Gordon looked to send the ball in. Didn't. And it comes back to Bruno. Joe Linton takes a tumble on the edge of the box. Not sure why. Hall to Joe Linton again. Good strength this time from Joe. Back to Bruno, but we're not getting any closer to goal.
Referee!
A solid
Come on, ref!
No foul. That seemed to be a tackle from behind. Great tackle from Livramento to win it back, though. Now and Barnes, again. And he's tripped over. Free kick, Newcastle.
This referee's an absolute tampon.
Well, yeah. Look, that's got to be a yellow card. He just threw himself in front of the free kick.
He's got it out as well.
Yeah, yellow card. So that's the 4th card for Forest tonight. Now, can we actually do... Oh, we don't. We play it short. Now Lewis Hall. It's just...
Damn, I'd say Sean looks the most bright one we've got.
Yeah, he does, actually. Yeah, he's done well since he's come on. Here's Gordon now. Gordon onto his right foot. Lewis Hall in a bit of space. Has to take it on his right. And fluffed it completely.
Yeah, he was good that he was there, but the shot was absolutely appalling, wasn't it? With his long foot,
he got into some great space there, but just was forced onto his right, wasn't he? Had a defender diving in on him. And a little bit of a powder puff shot ends up going... Surely they've got no subs left.
Well, I don't know. Some blokes with his underpants.
Well, it's a Langer. They can't make another 2. Well, Elliot Anderson's coming off. We've got 12 minutes to go. And he's getting a good applause from the Newcastle fans as well. In the background there, every single Newcastle player applauding Elliot Anderson, and rightly so. But I'm a little bit bamboozled here for how many substitutes Forest have made. Because I thought they'd already made 5 changes.
I can't remember, to be honest.
I may be wrong.
But no doubt Anthony Elanga's a threat, isn't he? Especially
Absolutely he is, yeah. He's got pace. 27 away, Billy, from 32,000. Incredible. Welcome, everybody. Keep subscribing if you are new and you like what you see. Be part of a special community. Keep hitting that like button as well, guys, if you like in the commentary tonight. As Forest knocking on the door again here. I'd love someone to let me know how Forest have only made 13 changes so far. Oh, apparently Elanga was their 5th change. Oh, we've got the byline with Hudson-Odoi. In comes the cross. Nick Pope is underneath it together. I mean, that's a tremendous throw from Nick Pope right into the stride of Gordon, but he's going to win a throw in. Great awareness from Nick Pope there, and Gordon was away. Why is he stopped there?
He didn't take it in the right place, apparently. Absolute nonsense.
Hell, man.
This ref's been an absolute shocker. Worse than anything, even worse than boxing Pawson.
You know what? Shave my ass with a gorilla's penis. Unbelievable. 26 away.
Oh, dear.
I mean, this second half's been shite, Billy. There's no other word for it. We've been terrible.
Yeah, we have. Dreadful. We've come into it the past 10 minutes, but I mean, the first 25 minutes of the second half was disgraceful.
10 minutes of the 90 to go. 10 minutes of the 90. Isak come very deep there. He is Joe Linton.
He almost suckered himself there.
Yeah. Lewis Hall inside to Bruno. Bruno again. They're on him in a flash, and he's had to go all the way back to Nick Pope again.
On his case, wouldn't he then?
Sangare. He likes a battle, does Sangare? Byrne now finds Lewis Hall, and he's got space to run into. Can Newcastle find a winner? If Wimbledon Ipswich has gone to penalties, come on.
We don't care.
Well, I do.
Yeah, but they've put us in the me box.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Billy, because there was a terrible pass there, goes out to play, and it's a throw into Forest.
Yeah, put Wimbledon back on, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God. I mean, we have to question what was said at half time because we've come out with no fire in our bellies, nothing.
Yeah. Almost if you said, take it easy, lads, or they brought him on Paul.
And Doma Belly.
Ramadama Ding Dong.
Ramadama Ding Dong, yes, exactly. I mean, well, that looked like a high foot. He's not going to give it, is he?
Of course he's not.
And we've definitely asked a few questions, last 10 minutes, no doubt about it, but we haven't forced the goalkeeper into any drastic saves or anything this second half.
I can only assume that he's actually on for his penalties. Honestly, yeah. I honestly believe that.
Yeah, I think so now. He's not going to take him off now, is he? 8 minutes to go, plus whatever injury time the referee adds on.
Somebody's saying you've got a small clock.
Sorry?
Somebody's saying you've got a small clock. The pop images. It says your clock is too small.
Oh, I do apologise.
You never had any complaints, have you?
No, never. I thought you said somebody else, actually. But Keith Truscott, thank you for another super chat. So won't be watching the draw then. Absolute shite. Hey, we don't know yet, Keith. It's still 1-1, and we do have a corner.
Yeah, we have a corner. We're fantastic in corners, aren't we?
Yeah. Score every time we do. Keep slagging off our set pieces, Billy. You never know.
I think we only scored from corners. 1943 was the last one we scored.
Yeah.
Never going to score from a corner every day, any day.
Keep saying it, Billy. Here comes Gordon. Gordon right to the back post. It's a header from Byrne, and it's not far away.
Nearly worked.
Just wide of the post, but it doesn't go the right way. It goes the wrong side of the post.
I think he had it covered anyway, didn't he, the keeper?
Yeah. I mean, he should be doing better, Billy. He's unmarked there. How is he putting that wide from there?
He can't head the ball. He's crap at directing headers. He's got 50 pence piece head.
It's a dreadful header, Billy, in slow motion. He's got nobody marking him.
Oh, it's hard to press now, look.
Anyway, Joe Linton. Gordon, back to Joe Linton. Newcastle asking the questions late on in the game. Can we get a winner? Longstaff. Across again to Lewis Hall. Time to have a look into Isak, but Isak's
what's
control
going?
is dreadful again. And then Bruno is lynched, but we get on with it. Gordon into the box. Gordon onto his right foot. Finds Sean Longstaff now. Longstaff into Harvey Barnes. Barnes has Livramento on the overlap. Livramento to the byline. Back to Barnes, and it's into the side netting.
Should have done better. Should have done a lot better.
Great move. Brilliant move. But unfortunately, again, the ball goes the wrong side of the post if you're a Geordie.
He's on his right foot as well. You know, it was brilliant from Livramento. Brilliant from Sean to ping that ball in here. Lovely little play with Barnes and Livramento. But I think Barnes has got to do better from this shot, I've got to say. Oh, he's got that much in front of him. I guess it's tough.
Yeah. I think it's a good effort, Billy. You know, he's trying to put it in the corner, isn't he? But he could have fighted across. I mean, it's just one of them.
He's got to go across goal, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, it's coming up to squeaky bum time, everybody.
Well, I should definitely be going for a slash before the penalties, if it gets penalties, of course.
We're 20 subscribers away now from 32,000. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much, guys, and welcome to everybody. Keep subscribing. Keep hitting that like button, guys. If you are enjoying the commentary, Barnes tried to give it to Livramento. It was an awful pass in his own penalty area. He forced Forest out a little bit. Peter Garthwaite, thank you for the super chat. How long do you think Eddie Howe will last? Well, I'm not answering that right now because we've got to improve. We have to improve. I mean, this second half's been woeful again.
Ooh.
Long cross, and Hall does well. And it's a corner to Nottingham Forest.
He was fouled there, referee.
I thought he was as well, Billy.
What's the play here after? Look, that's a foul. That's a foul all day. I don't give a shit. Forward on his way out.
Nico Williams coming up with the back post. But I mean, look, the first half tonight was okay. I'm not saying we were brilliant, but I thought we were okay. But again, the all-round game itself is just not good enough, Billy. And we've been up against Forest's B team all night, most of the time.
A lot of the problem comes from what we've got up front, not holding the ball up, not being physical. And Pope coming did it there. We need a centre half desperately as well, because I think we look really susceptible from set pieces.
Random access says clock too small, clock and scoreboard blurred, something deaf or wrong, Paul. It's not. It's your computer that's blurred. The scoreboard is clear. I'm looking at it now. It's perfectly clear. 12 away from 32,000. Incredible. Thank you so much. By the way, we've had 5 shots in the last 15 minutes. Forest haven't had anyone. 71% possession for Newcastle in the last 5 minutes. But we haven't forced the keeper into a save. That's nice from Newcastle.
Really
nice ball into Bruno. Bruno now heads towards goal. Plays it through for Gordon. Gordon now will get there. Going at the byline. Plays it to Lewis Hall. Hall has Bruno in support. Bruno flicks in a cross, but it's headed away. Joe Linton brings it down. Joe Linton can give it to Lewis Hall. Inside to Bruno. Bruno, lovely foot control from him and finds Longstaff. Keep it coming, Sean. Finds Livramento. And he's taken down. That's cynical as it gets by Sangare. Right on the back of the ankle. And it's another yellow card to Forest. And I have a feeling, Billy, if the referee didn't leave his cards in that dressing room at in the first half, they would have been
referee.
That's right down the back of the calf.
Dirty bastard.
Bastard, Billy. In comes the cross. And, the goalkeeper, Miguel, did well there. Gets a really good punch on it. Sprawling out to get his hands onto that one. Coming up to 2 minutes of normal time left. 1-1 at the City Ground. Looks like we are heading for penalties. Newcastle have certainly made a late push to try and get a winner. But why are we waiting this long before making a push to win? You've got to ask those sort of questions, Billy. Wimbledon have beaten Ipswich on penalties. Wow. Jesus Christ. Here's Barnes. Back to Joe Linton now. Joe Linton out wide for Tino Livramento. Nowhere to go for Tino at the moment. Barnes is just standing in front of him. Now Joe Linton again. And we switch it this time. Byrne goes to Lewis Hall now on the far side. Hall to Joe Linton. Newcastle definitely asking a question here now. Can they grab the winner? Gordon. Good work from Gordon again. Cuts inside. Good ball across into Harvey Barnes. Barnes to the right of the penalty area. Lays it back to Livramento. In comes the cross. It's come back to Lewis Hall. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper.
Fuck's sake. It's a great effort.
And this time Lewis Hall gets a perfect connection and flying to the left is the goalkeeper Miguel with a great save. Full stretch to push it away.
I mean, it's a camera save, to be fair.
Well, maybe. In comes the cross again, but it's terrible from Sean and out for a goal kick. I mean, there should be plenty of injury time given the amount of subs there's been, Billy, as we are now 11 subscribers away from 32,000 subscribers.
Yeah. And yet still, we've got another change to make if we so want, and Eddie Howe refuses to make it.
Well, I guess he believes he's got players on the pitch now that can take the penalties, unless that's what he's talking about with Jason Tyndall now.
Well, it's a bit late now, isn't it? Hoist.
Well, I would expect there'll be a good few minutes of injury time to try and maybe make the changes.
Has he got anyone on the bench that can take a pen? He can take someone off and bring them on just as a gamble? I don't know.
Well, you may as well say fucking Matt Target. Isak now to Gordon.
Brought down again.
Yeah, Isak got very, very late there, but he's getting back to his feet. He is Barnes. Well, he's pulled back though, Billy.
Did well to get it back though.
Yeah, he's worked his ass off to get that ball back. Well played, Harvey Barnes. Burn now. Again to Lewis Hall. Lots of space for Hall to run into again. Lewis Hall inside to Isak. Lays it off for Joe Linton. Joe Linton on the edge of the box. Crowded out again, looking for support to the right. He's going back on his left and fires in a shot straight at the keeper.
Good play from Joe, that.
Certainly was. 5 minutes of additional time. But that was he had loads of Forest players all over him there and then spins away. And, well, unlucky. We've had a minute already of the additional time. I'm not sure what we're waiting for here because the goalkeeper's got the ball.
Well, if this fella's injured, he looks like he's...
Maybe took one. Yeah. 6 away, Billy. Only 6 away now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the channel.
Tell all your friends they can come too.
Aye. 5 away. Long kick by Miguel in the dying embers of the game. Are we heading to penalties or is someone going to get a late winner? No, he's giving a free kick. Fuck off,
referee, you fucking absolute smeg-ball. Fuck's sake. What an absolute shite decision that is.
Billy, what is a smeg ball?
What that fucking referee is.
Okay. Well, you said smeg ball and we lost 2 subscribers after that. Can you believe that? So we need another 6 now. 7. Sorry. Anyway, Forest have a free kick in a very, very dangerous position here. And we need to keep our concentration.
Discuss the decision.
This is worrying. Moreno to take this free kick. Just waiting for the referee's whistle. Up he steps. In it comes. It's a very good one. And it's cleared. But Isak got the clearance on that.
Yeah, well played, Alex. One away, Paul.
Yeah, we are. Moreno's going to take a long throw here, Billy, which worries me deeply.
Yeah.
Let's really concentrate here, guys, because this is... Okay. Yep, let's let it tick up a bit so we don't lose too many.
Away.
Flick on. It comes loose to Hudson-Odoi. He can't quite control it. Push out.
Go on, man. Go on.
We've forced them back to the goalkeeper. 2 minutes of injury time left. Offside, 2 minutes of injury time.
High.
Dan Burn does really well.
Oh, Dan Burn even.
Yeah. Billy, he's 19 foot tall. We've got over 4,100 people watching across both platforms at the moment. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it watching on.
You get that on, Harvey? Oh,
Watching on X, of course, and also on YouTube. Here's Joe Linton. Now, Gordon. Can we snatch it? Gordon shot straight at the goalkeeper. And Gordon grimaces because I think he wanted to put it wide of the goalkeeper there, but just couldn't quite get the angle on it.
Yeah.
And he more cut across the ball, put his laces through it.
He needs to set that wide of the post and then bend it in. But
yeah, we got 1 minute left of injury time. Is there going to be a winner here? Or is it going to penalty kicks?
It's shit we've had to wait to kind of concede goals and concede the game before we start playing again, I've got to say.
Yeah. I don't know what was said in that dressing room, Billy. We just started this second half so slow.
Yeah.
And it took us till, 80 minutes to get going? I mean, just not good enough. Not good enough. However, we can still win the game, of course. It's not doom and gloom yet. Well, here's Emil. Here's how, yes. Burn. Across the Kraft. 20 seconds left of injury time. We've got to do something now, or it's going to tick over.
Yeah.
Burn
I'm heading straight to the toilet bowl as soon as the final whistle goes.
Yes, you've mentioned that once or twice, Billy. Don't worry.
Go on,
here's Isak.
Go on, Hall.
Christ! Now Lewis Hall, and that's blocked as well. But that pass from Isak there was no weight on it at all. And it comes from Hall. Nobody
panicking. Have a dig. Sean, have a dig, you fucking pleb.
And Longstaff, he's done well. Eventually gets it to Barnes. Barnes tries to get a cross in. It's blocked, and we're going to penalties.
Right, I'm going for a piss.
Okay, no problem, Billy. So there we have it. Full time at the City Ground is Newcastle United 1, Nottingham Forest 1. It has ended in a draw, and we made a late push to win that game. But quite frankly, that second half was absolutely garbage. It was just, there's no other thing you can say about it. I don't know what the instructions were from Eddie Howe there to come out for the second half and play like that. It was terrible. We came out for the second half with no fight, no nothing. And now we go to penalties. You know what? We've now put a huge risk of going out of this tournament. We may win the penalty shootout. But let's not forget, this is a tournament that we could go quite far in. And something just isn't clicking. It's just not clicking. And, why could we not play like that we did in the last 10 minutes? Why can we not play like that for the whole half? What is stopping us trying to win games instead of sitting back? Why sit back like that? It makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all. Aaron says it's the away mentality again. Eddie is on the way out just like Amanda. Hall is no left back for me. Well, I don't think it's been Hall's fault, to be honest. Eddie going to go for the England job. His head has been turned. Something's turned. Something's clearly turned. I don't understand this club, says Simon. We should be moving forward, improving, but we seem stuck.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that, Billy. I mean, we are stuck. And I mean, I don't, again, I'll reiterate what I said when you went to the toilet there, Billy. I don't know what was said in that dressing room at half time. Because we came out with nothing.
Keep what you have, I think, was the thing. And there I say it, the game turned as soon as Willock went off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, Willock was fantastic for the short time he was on the pitch. But I don't know what our tactics are anymore, Billy. I don't know what the identity is.
We're lacking a striker at the minute, I've got to say. We've got a star striker who just isn't performing at the precise moment in time. I think with a striker, we look more dangerous. We score more goals. The midfield looks good. We clearly need more defence. We need a top quality centre-back. I think everything's okay then, but if we don't sign a top quality centre-back, I am kind of worried about the season.
Oh, it's at the Forest end as well, the penalties.
I don't give a shit.
Right, guys, can I just say, guys, please, no spoilers in the chat. You're all subscribed, those of you that are in the chat, so I take it you'll respect that. Wait until me and Billy have commentated on the penalties, and then we can talk about it. Do not put in the chat, yes, great goal, or anything. Don't put anything like that until we have commentated on it, please. Don't spoil it for everybody. But like I say, you're all subscribed to the channel, those of you that can't take part in the chat. So please, no spoilers. Keith Truscott, another super chat. We weren't the same once Willa came off. Yeah, Billy agrees with you there, no doubt about it. But they're in the huddle now. And, well, who is going to take the penalty kicks for Newcastle? Now, what I'm going to do, Billy, is I'm going to reset the clock to 0-0. So, basically, it'll just keep counting the penalties.
Take the yellow cards off. Just put the yellow cards on as the penalties.
Well, it's too late now. I've done it.
Done it.
Never mind. So the scoreboard now just becomes the penalty shootout, okay? Simple as that. Right. Now, I believe Forest are going to take the first penalty.
I mean, that quick keeper's got the shittest tattoo in history as well.
He has, but he's some size, Billy.
He's a huge fella, isn't he?
He's about 9'3".
I mean, if he just lays on the floor, he'll cover both posts, wouldn't he?
As the referee does this normal spiel with the players here, you will stay on your line. You will stay on your line.
What's the linesman getting involved for?
Well, because he'd be looking across the line, won't he?
I guess so.
And he'd probably be saying, "I will punish you." Doug from the Dugout channel says he's 6'8", the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper. By the way, Doug, well done on the radio the other night, talking about Sven. You're absolutely fantastic, mate. So well done. It was great to hear you on the radio. Oh, God. Disabled person stabbed and killed in London. Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly. This world, this country. Anyway, it's Hudson-Odoi who's stepping up to take the first penalty for Forest. Remember, nothing in the chat, please. Absolutely nothing to spoil it until we have commentated.
Come on, Nick Pope. You're good at penalties.
It's Hudson-Odoi against Nick Pope for the first penalty. The referee is happy that the ball is on the spot. Let's get on with it. Hudson-Odoi. It's at the Forest end of the pitch. And it's going to be Hudson-Odoi, right-footed. Scores.
Went the right way.
Yeah, he did. He did. So Forest have the first goal of the penalty shootout. Who is our first man going to be? It's Isak. I mean, you know what it is, Billy? He hasn't played well. You know, you could look at it two ways. He could come up and rifle this in the back of the net, or it could go the other way.
Yeah.
Because he ain't been great tonight.
Well, this is all he's kept him on for. Is this one kick of the ball now?
It has to be. There's no other reason. There is no other reason. Again, no spoilers, please, until we say in the chat, in the commentary, if it's a goal or not.
Come on, Isak.
It's Isak, and he's taking a run back. Up he steps.
Great penalty. And
scores. Very confident penalty from Isak. The best thing he's done all night by far. Such a confident penalty, that, Billy Bob.
Yeah, belies the way he's playing at the precise moment in time. It's a brilliant penalty. Let the keeper go down, just chips it over him. Brilliant.
Milenkovic is the next one for Forest. Over 4,500 watching our stream now across Twitter and YouTube. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. Keep subscribing if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying tonight's commentary on Matchday Live. Milenkovic puts the ball on the spot. 1-1. Each have had one penalty each. Can he convert from the spot?
Come on, Nick.
He's taking his time thinking about this. Up he steps and rolls it into the corner. No problem at all. And Forest lead 2-1 on penalties.
Not the penalty of a centre-half, I would say.
Yeah, that was his confidence. He kind of waited for Nick Pope to move, didn't he?
Yeah.
As up steps Big Joe. Over 4,600 watching now, Billy.
Unbelievable.
And let's hope we're all behind Joe Linton. Come on, pal. Come on. Come on, Joe. Joe Linton, right-footed. Again, takes his time, staring at the goal. Up he steps. And it's saved.
Kieran Foley, you just put a spoiler in there. So for that, you're getting hoofed in timeout.
Yep. Don't put any spoilers in, guys. No spoilers.
It's a good save, to be fair.
Right, how many?
It's not in the corner.
Forest have had 2 penalties and we've had 2 penalties. So the yellow cards now turn into how many kicks we've had. Forest lead 2-1. Joe Linton has missed. Jesus Christ.
Nico Williams
for Nottingham Forest. Up he steps, and it's a confident penalty again. I'm not sure what Nick Pope was doing there, Billy.
He went the wrong way first, then went the other way, didn't he?
So I'll reiterate, guys, no spoilers in the chat. Wait until me and Billy have commentated, please. Respect everybody else. And Forest now leads 3-1, and it's Bruno to step up for Newcastle.
Got to score, really.
Yeah, we have to score here. We have to score here. I mean, this is a big penalty for Bruno. And the Forest fans behind that goal doing everything they can to put him off. Bruno for Newcastle United. Up he steps. Right-footed. Takes a little bit of a step and scores. Into the bottom corner it goes. Very good penalty. And he's firing himself up and he goes straight over to Nick Pope to say, come on, Popey, let's pull a big one out the hat here. He's done it before, of course, Nick Pope. And Sangare is going to step up for Nottingham Forest. Come on, Popey.
We're pushing 5,000 here. Christ almighty.
We are. Almost at 5,000 viewers. Incredible. Welcome, everybody.
Come on, Nick.
Again, no spoilers, please. Just wait until we've mentioned it. Nick Pope, Sangare for Forest. Taking his time. Deep breath from the Forest player. Up he steps. Fires.
Oh, he's missed
it. The bar! He's hit the bar, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a kid crying in the crowd. Oh, poor kid.
And now is our chance to get back on level terms in the penalty shootout. He tried to go top corner, but he put it too high and it rattles the woodwork.
He's leaned back and got under it, hasn't he?
We are still in this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Who is next for Newcastle? Gordon, maybe? It is.
Yeah. Come on, Anthony.
Come on, boys. Bruno saying prayers there next to Joe Linton.
Come on, Anthony.
4th penalty for Newcastle United. Can they level up the penalty shootout now? It's Anthony Gordon. Up he steps. And scores! Beautiful penalty from Gordon. And there we have it. 4 penalties each, and it's 3-3.
And now we are down to sudden death, aren't we, basically?
Well, yep. It's down and up steps on you, Wimney. Come on. Come on, Popey. To be fair, Nick Pope's been nowhere near any of these penalties at the minute, so this is the perfect time to get near one.
Yeah, he's generally good at penalties.
He is. Nearly ticking over to 5,000 viewers on the channel right now. Incredible across X and YouTube. Nick Pope doing his best to psych him out. Shut up, referee.
Ooh.
It's on Wimney now for Nottingham Forest.
Come on, Nick. You do this.
Pope puts his arms in the air. Up steps on Wimney. He's blasted it over the bar!
That's the worst penalty. That's worse than Harry Kane's.
That is a horrific penalty. Horrific.
That's worse than Harry Kane's and Chris Waddle put together. That's disgraceful penalty.
My goodness me, that's ended up in the Trent. I mean, you can't get over. How's he hit that ball so high? Dear God.
I want the old die, I want the old die, I want the old die.
And who is the responsibility falling to? Sean Longstaff.
Oh, Christ.
As we tick over 5,000 viewers, please do subscribe if you're new, guys. Sean Longstaff to win it for Newcastle. Up he steps. And scores! Get in, Sean, son! We've come from behind in the shootout, and we win the game on penalties by 4-3. And somehow we've got through the tie by the skin of our teeth. But we are in the next round.
Get Granny on, Paul.
Granny is coming, Billy, because I tell you something now. I tell you.
She's having a chuff on Brian Clough.
That's terrible. But who gives a shit? We're through. Get yourself dancing, Granny. I was going to say, Billy, we're going to have to find her because she was noshing off Robin Hood, but I've completely forgot.
Fire took.
Oh, dear me. How have we got through that, Billy? Please explain to me how on earth we got through that.
Sometimes luck is the biggest thing in football, and I think we can safely say that we got lucky tonight. Even with the penalties, I mean, Nick Pope didn't get near any of them. He's not like to get near the second two, but, just didn't like saving one, and we've come through.
I tell you what, under that pressure, Sean, son, you've gone up in my estimation. What a beautiful penalty that was to win it.
100%. Clearly fixed, boss man. Cry more.
Clearly fixed? Oh, dear. How on earth was it fixed? We were shite. Dear God.
If we sign a 1 year tomorrow, then I'll agree with you.
yeah. Something's a little bit wrong there if we do sign a 1 year. But the draw is coming up very soon, guys, and we are going to stay on air for the draw. Billy predicts it's Man City away. Quite frankly, it's either Liverpool or Man City away. It's one of the two. Or Arsenal, yeah.
Or Chelsea.
There you go. Johnny Wilkinson took Forest's last penalty, says Chippers. I'll tell you what, he would have been proud of that. But somehow we scraped through. But, I mean, look, we'll talk about this more tomorrow, but something is still not taking. I mean, I really don't understand what happened at halftime because we came out and we were so far off the pace. It's baffling. But we've done it
now, Paul. This could be the thing that starts our season.
It could be. Yes.
And Sunday, we know we've got away one tonight. Sunday comes Spurs. We kick into gear. We've got Tonali back as well. We look a much better side with him in it, I've got to say.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, yeah, let's hope this kicks us on.
Yeah. Look, I mean, Joe Linton's penalty, to be fair, Billy, I mean, I think the keeper made a good save with that because it wasn't a terrible penalty. He just drilled it low. And look at Tonali. Get in, son! He's gone running up to the crowd. He's hugging the fans. That's fantastic to see.
They threw an Italian flag on for him as well.
Yeah, they have. That's brilliant.
He's in tears. He's in tears. Another one.
Yeah, he can't believe the ovation he's just got there. That was brilliant of the lads to push him forward, though, wasn't it? Absolutely superb. George, thank you for your super chat. The best part of that was Billy laughing. Predator, thank you, mate. Crystal Palace have agreed to deal with Wolfsburg for Maxence Lacroix. They have indeed. And Sam A, thank you for your super chat. Bruno, what a captain. Ike for Prime Minister, thank you very much for your super chat. Final offer, 25 million gear because you're cup tied and funny fuckers. Yeah. Why not? Look at Tonali.
Do you know what? People are saying there's something wrong in the background. I don't think there is watching that. I really don't.
Look, we just haven't hit. We obviously just haven't hit into gear yet, have we? But that's incredible, the way they pushed him into the fans there.
And look at the fans. We've got the best fans in the world, barring none.
Oh,
seriously, God.
Yeah, absolutely. Niall Powell, thank you for he's celebrating 14 months of membership. Great result after it all. Hopefully that helps us give the kick up the arse. I waited for your commentary, but timed out for some reason. Oh, never mind, Niall. It doesn't matter, mate. You're back in now. But look at the smile on Tonali's face. I mean, they say he doesn't smile. I think he's completely, Billy, overwhelmed by the reception that he's got from the fans.
Tears, we've seen smiles, we've seen it all. I mean, the whole team are smiling, and So they should be. They've got away with bloody murder tonight, to be honest.
Yeah. But like you said, maybe we can use this as a positive and say, right, we've
100%.
scraped through. I mean, there's a good point there from Rigmarole. We've played 3 games and we're unbeaten playing shite.
Yeah.
So imagine what it's like when we turn it on.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm looking forward to Sunday because I think we'll raise our game anyway. I think we'll raise our game for the better opposition.
Yeah.
And we like playing Spurs at home. And I think, I'm looking forward to that. I really am.
Yeah. PD, proud locker member for 9 months. Thank you so much, Pete. My heart was in my mouth again in that penalty shootout. Yeah, you're not the only one, kiddo. But I tell you what, something. That winning penalty from Sean was as calm and collective as you're ever going to get under all that pressure. Because let's face it, Billy, it was pressure. It was massive pressure because
100%.
we need to do well in this tournament. We could not. We went out tonight. There'd be major shit hitting the fans. But we've got through.
Finale together there as well. Arm in arm. Things look like there's a part at the end of the rainbow, dare I say, and we might have found it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, about Sean's penalty, what a fantastic penalty it was. I must be honest, under my breath, I was saying, "Oh no, why Sean?" But right foot to the bottom corner. I wish he'd be more calm than that when he's in the box himself.
Yeah, I mean, look, it takes a lot of balls to go last in a penalty shootout. In a winner-takes-all situation like that. And I have to say, absolutely fabulous. West Ham have beaten Bournemouth.
He's offside.
Shockingly deflected goal from Mark.
He's miles offside as well.
Yeah. Miles offside. Wolves beat Burnley in front of what looks like a few hundred people at Molineux.
Is that Trafford? I hope
not. Not in the squad at all tonight, Billy.
Well, tell me if that's the keeper for Burnley, they might get relegated to the Championship. He's awful.
Daniel Graham, thank you for being a member for 6 months. On the way home from work, listening to the penalties, cheering down the streets. Top stuff, TTR. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, I mean, we could get a home tie against Barrow, as Davey says there.
Yeah, of course we will. They're going to Old Trafford, Barrow.
Oh, dear. I mean, you just know it, though. I mean, listen, we haven't had a good cup draw for I don't know how long now. So, I mean, it's pointless even getting excited because we know as fans that it is probably going to be one of the cartel.
Well, we had 3 of them last year: Man City, Man United, and Chelsea, all in a line.
All in a row, yeah, absolutely, we did. Oh, hey, I'll tell you what. There's no. You don't get roller coaster rides like Newcastle United. You really don't. It's such an up and down team to support. I mean, we've seen it all, Billy. To be honest, we've seen the real shit. We've seen the highs. We've seen real shit come back again, and now this team, I just don't even know what to make of it. We just haven't hit we haven't hit full pelt yet by a long way.
I just love the character of them. Even in tonight's game, they've shown character. Even though the second half we were dreadful, we did come back into it towards the end, and the penalties showed character.
But why can't we do that through the whole of the second half? Why are the instructions to because clearly the instructions were to sit on what we had at half time. Yeah. Because we didn't make any attempt to go and get a second goal.
No. Well, we did, but the ball was just coming back, wasn't it? I mean, Isak was so poor tonight. I mean, we'll do our scores tomorrow, but
yeah. I mean, that is. By the way, guys, just to let you know, we have a very, very special guest tomorrow night. We are being joined by former Newcastle physio Derek Wright. Derek will be joining us to talk about his new book and also his legendary status at Newcastle United, of course. And I bet he's got some stories to tell. So we are being joined by Derek Wright tomorrow. So make sure you're there at 7:00 because he's a cracking guy and he's very much looking forward to coming on and talking about his experience at Newcastle. I bet he's got some stories to tell, Billy, because he was around for a lot of those managers.
He certainly was. I think he came in 84, didn't he? So Jack Charlton was one that brought him in. So, yeah, before that, of course, he was a player for Arsenal. So it'd be interesting to know his route into physiotherapy.
Yeah. But he's a fantastic guy. So we're thoroughly looking forward to that. We'll obviously review this game as well. We'll do the preview for the Tottenham game during our deadline day show, because obviously we're on for 12 hours. It's not like we won't have time. So we can do that then as well. No, Stato wasn't fired last night, Fubar. He's very much still part of the channel. He's away in Liverpool tonight, so he was down in the sports bar watching the game. So he said he would try and join us after the game. But the adverts are on at the minute, so we don't know. Charlie says, these are the games we would have lost last season, so we have improved regarding grit and resilience. And speaking of the man himself, here he is. Good evening.
Good evening. How are we doing?
We're a little relieved, I have to say, Stato. I mean, what did you make of it?
I'm exhausted, as I'm sure we all are. Just a tricky one. Completely lost the game plan with Willock having to go off early. Lovely to see Tonali. I thought he was fantastic tonight, all things considered.
He was superb, Alex. He was absolutely superb.
He was fantastic. Still a lot of question marks about how we can't exert control over games. I think we should be able to with the personnel we've got. There's big question mark over that. But we pushed really hard at the end. Couldn't get that winner, similar to Bournemouth as well. We were fantastic in the final sort of 15 minutes. And thank God we can win penalties.
We shouldn't have to wait that long though, Alex. Let's be honest. It was what do you? I mean, Michael McIntyre, thank you for your super chat. He thinks we're getting Man United away in the next round.
That's how. Do you think it's because we haven't got an outlet? Because he's actually been so poor.
It could be part of it. I think build-up's an issue though. It's not always down to Isak. That's one element of it for sure. But there's a bit of an issue in build-up. I think Fabian Schär is a bigger miss than people are realising. I think there was a little bit of funny balance. I think Joe Linton
was a few times tonight, Alex. We mentioned it in commentary, mate, when Kraft had the ball, and if that was Fabian Schär, he would bring it out and run with the ball and bring it over halfway. We don't get that with Kraft. He just stands there and he waits for somebody to.
That's one issue. Absolutely, but there were elements of today. So do you remember when we got a lot of injuries to the midfield last year and teams were playing in between the lines of the midfield and the back four, and there was a big hole? That kept happening again tonight. And that was at times when we actually had Joe Linton, Tonali and Bruno on. So we can't say it's personnel because the three best midfielders are on the pitch. So that needs to be addressed.
Joe Linton was poor again tonight. I don't think Big Joe's firing. Isak's touch and passing was way off again tonight. But we know this will come good. I mean, that's the thing. Somebody mentioned in the chat before at the end of the game, we've had 3 games where we haven't played well at all and we're still unbeaten. So, they always say that, a sign of a good team is when they're not playing well 100%. And taking points and winning games.
Just think, if we can get it to click, then fantastic, because we've managed to wait until we get it to click and we're still picking up points and progressing in competitions. Hopefully that's what's going on. Hopefully this clicks. Because there's a lot of, 12 months ago, 18 months ago, it wasn't as easy to analyze. Now I'm like, big hole there. That's not working. This isn't working. There's so much that you can just obviously point out. A little bit concerning. Some of it's down to personnel being available. Fabian Schär needs to come back ASAP, or we need to sign another centre half. No disrespect to Emil Kraft. He's an adequate backup, but we need somebody who can play football.
Alessandro Minetti, sorry. Welcome to Members Club. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. We tipped over 5,000 viewers tonight, Alex.
Wow.
Incredibly during the penalty shootout. And we've also smashed over 32K.
Now.
Yeah, we're now at 32,045 subscribers as well. So
thank you, everyone.
For Paul Gallant, this is real 32K TV.
Yeah, you could say that. Well, we're just coming back from the adverts, so we'll see very shortly who we get in the next round. We're just watching Sean's.
Oh, did we get it now?
Yeah. The draw's coming now.
Fantastic. Did you see Sandro's little embrace with the fans and the singing?
Well, he was so emotional at the end there. I think he's finally realised just you know, how much he's loved, and that may do him the world of good. You know, the world of good for his self-confidence as well. Seeing the fans react like that. So they've just gone to an interview with Sean. Willock injured again, Alex. I'm hoping that that's just an impact dead leg on his thigh, because it looked like he took a knee to the thigh when he won the ball in the tackle, but was very upset when he came off.
I mean, it's purely assumptions at this point, so please don't take this as gospel. But it looked like you said, I agree with you. Impact, therefore, hopefully just a dead leg. You can't tear something
and then run
from an impact. Maybe you can, but it doesn't seem to be a common thing that you'd hear about in the general public. You don't hear about people getting tears from being kneed. So hopefully
he was
he's
running
okay.
as well.
I felt
So
so sorry for him, though.
Yeah,
I think he was very emotional though, and I feel really bad for him because he was fantastic. I wanted to see more of him and Isak linking up, because those two, when they get on the counter, are disgusting, as shown by the goal. 18 seconds.
I mean, the goal itself, Alex, was wonderful. Great work from Tonali initially. Great heads-up play by Miggy to put it through to Isak. Not the greatest finish by Isak, I have to say. He's kind of scuffed the shot, but what I was impressed about was the goal, was the amount of players that were running in for the rebound. You had Tonali going in, you had obviously Willock, and then Barnes behind him, all there just to put the ball in the net from a rebound. So it was really good to see that.
Well, it's what we got a lot in the year that we finished fourth. We saw a lot of those combinations with Willock and Isak, and hopefully we can see more of this. And with Tonali back in the team, that is, I mean, Tonali is a fast midfielder, deceptively fast. Willock is rapid with energy. So putting those two back into the team consistently, we're going to see a lot more of that. A lot more people arriving into the box late and really threatening counters. It's not just kind of going to be Gordon and whoever can catch up. It's going to be more players now, which is going to be nice.
And by the way, Billy, let's just say about Sean Longstaff, because you made the point in commentary. I think when he came on, he was probably our best player. He was pinning the ball around. He was heading forward. He was absolutely fantastic when he came on.
Nutmeg and control was filthy.
Yeah,
look what happens when you've got competition for places. 100%. Finally.
Absolutely brilliant to see. We're not getting the draw yet, guys. They're still talking about the match.
Because
can we have Wimbledon at home, please?
They're heating our ball up, aren't
they?
Yeah. They're warming it up in the microwave. Well, they're just showing Tonali's embrace with the fans and Bruno. I mean, you know, Billy made the point, Alex. You know, it doesn't, when you see scenes like that, it doesn't really make you think that there's a problem behind the scenes with the players, because they you know, all right, we haven't played too well, but they have shown spirit and they have shown fight.
Yeah, I mean, everybody showed fight tonight. Whether fans, players, I think Forest deserve quite a lot of credit as well. I thought their fans were good, their players were good. I thought Elliot Anderson was good, and I was quite proud of our fans for clapping him off as well. Yeah. I thought that was a touch of class. But yeah, there was a lot of warrior spirit tonight from a lot of players. I think Barnes chased a lot of lost causes and tried to make sure that he put that extra effort in, although it didn't quite drop for him tonight. I think he tried, which is what we want when he starts. And yeah, it was a warrior performance from a lot of players. A couple, maybe. I think Isak, again, didn't have the greatest game technically. And Joe Linton, again, was trying, but just a little bit, almost rust. It feels like they're fit, but with a bit of rust in terms of their first touch, pass, awareness.
I think
that's not quite dropped in.
Yeah. Relax, reflect. Thank you for your super chat. Great show, lads. Praying for a home draw. Keep praying, mate. I think, you know, from watching it, I think when our two main centre backs are back, I think that makes a world of difference to the way we play, because, you know, we can step out, Billy, and we can become more of a force because we've got the confidence and we've got the passing ability of better players.
Yeah, and we know at some point that Isak's going to start clicking because form is temporary, class is permanent. It's as simple as that. He's a world-class striker. Gordon, Barnes, it's a filthy front three with Bruno, Joe Linton and Tonali behind. Christ almighty. How many teams in the Premier League have got front sixes as good as that? Not many. So really looking forward to seeing that all come in, and with a solid defence it's a top 4 side, no doubt about it.
Yep. I mean, we just look at a Willock's goal again now on Sky, and Byrne wins a header, and Tonali quickly into Miggy, but it's a brilliant flick from Miggy to send Isak through. But look at the players getting into the box, and obviously the ball lands at Willock. It could have landed at any of the 3 that were flying in, but I mean that's just what you want to see. And so many times last season we had times like that where we were saying, "Where's the follow up? Where's the follow up?"
I agree with Stato as well about the Rusty thing, but then you see Tonali hasn't played for 11 months and doesn't look like he's had a day off, does it? It's unbelievable.
I think he's been very, very conscious of remaining sharp and being as ready as possible for this fixture. Whereas a lot of the others went and had 3 weeks holiday, went and did stuff. I think Tonali's head has been very much on this return. Which
I think what Tonali did well tonight, Alex, as well was, some of those through balls he was playing. His vision is, I mean, we said this when we watched him play for Italy in the under-23s tournament about his vision and the way he can thread a pass through. There was a couple of times he threaded Miggy through, but Miggy's not on the same wavelength, and that's just the way it is. But his vision for the passing is it's exquisite.
Well, he's one of these players where, I mean, it's cliche, but he does the easy pass well, and he does the standard control of the game that everybody kind of doesn't give him the credit for, or not him specifically, but a lot of players like that don't get the credit they deserve for being able to, his scan rate, his awareness of what's around him, the simple pass. But then after he's played 5, 6, 7 simple passes, all of a sudden it's a no look to thread someone through, and nobody's aware to it. So it's interesting, but yeah, I'm excited to see him play. I want to see him start against Spurs as well. I think he's got to start.
What about ref watch?
Can I do the ref tonight? Yeah, I can see a few people asking me questions about the ref. What's this about? Obviously, yeah, he showed about 45 yellow cards.
Well, he forgot the cards in the first half, didn't he? He didn't have any. He just didn't book anybody in the first half, and then all of a sudden,
second half, it was just machine gun yellow carding. But we're quite used to refs not giving cards, but then second half, he just carded everyone. It was to nobody's benefit though, because it didn't. People just kept subbing off the booked players, and it just made no difference. This is one of the negatives about the 5 subs rule now, is you can compensate for people being overly aggressive and fouling. So you can just bring them off. But again, it's the way the game's changed. So can I just mention one thing that we haven't talked about yet since I've been on, is set pieces were absolutely dire today. Lewis Hall's were poor, Trippier's were poor, Gordon's were poor. All 3 were really, really poor.
Yeah. And I've been all season, to be fair, Stato.
Ray Fagan, thank you for your super chat. David says, I love this channel. The wife has PMT and my sons hate me, but I didn't care. Cheers, David. Anne says, well done, Paul and Billy and all the TTR team. Enjoyed the show again as usual. Thanks, lads and lasses. Why did you guys not buy Ramsdale from us? He's joining Southampton.
Because he's shite.
Okay. There's your answer from Billy. Should just play Barnes and Gordon and switch sides back and forth. Ref was absolute wank. Lads, bloody loved the commentary tonight. Billy loved the granny dance. Billy loves the granny dance. You don't see Billy behind the scenes when Granny is dancing. Billy's bobbing away in his seat while
helicoptering.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Billy, but it comes close. It comes close. Fubar says it's all very well subbing players off, but you have to have the quality to bring on to replace them.
Well, we did tonight, though, didn't we?
Well, I mean, look, Sean Longstaff. We've been saying about him, and how he could make an impact as a substitute, and I think tonight just proved that. Really,
yeah, he's good enough to be a rotation player in this squad. He's more than good enough. He's just not good enough to be the main guy all the time, which is now fine because Tonali's back. I think it's going to be better for Sean's confidence as well, because he can just focus on what he does best. There's not as much pressure for him to just perform all the time. He can just go and play his game now.
Bossman says about Mikel Merino signing for Arsenal. What's your thoughts? Well, he was a boyhood Arsenal fan as well, though, wasn't he? He put a post up on his social media of him being in an Arsenal shirt when he was.
He's a terrific player.
Kid.
He could be the difference between you not winning a league and winning it. I'll be honest, he's that good.
Yeah. Zimmer says, nice one, Sean. Granny's doing donuts on Shields Road now. Miggy would stand in an open goal and turn around to pass the trips. We need a right winger who can score. I mean, it is his first. Look, to be fair to Miggy, I don't think Miggy was too bad today. I think he did some good things. He had a decent first-time shot, which was well saved, but he gave the ball away many times again. But so did Joe Lynn.
He wasn't bad.
No, but if we're talking about giving the ball away, Big Joe gave it away plenty tonight as well.
And
he has to eradicate that from his game. I mean, Niall says, hopefully we go by Simakan and shove it up Parrish's backside. What do you think of him, the Leipzig player that we've been linked to today, Alex? He looks a bit of a baller.
Yeah, we've reviewed him a couple of times on this channel. I think we did it sort of a year ago, and then we reviewed him a few weeks ago when he first got linked as well. This time round, fantastic player. We've watched him quite a lot in the Champions League and in European competitions. I've seen him a lot in the Bundesliga because I was following Hoffenheim for the last couple of years. His data is a little bit skewed. A lot of people just posting FBref data on Twitter. It's not as simple as that because he's played a lot of centre-half, a lot of fullback, and it's really skewed his data. So you've really got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt and watch him a bit. But they show a lot of Bundesliga games on YouTube and stuff. There's definitely some good content out there for Simakan, and we'll probably review him on the channel again if this kind of gets a bit hotter of a link. We'll see.
Scott, Paul, what are your thoughts about Miggy? I'll pass. Chip says, I think we would have done better had Willock not gone off injured. We started well with him on. Yeah, it did change a little bit, Billy, didn't it, when Willock went off?
Yeah, well, his pace, his endeavour, he was fantastic tonight. He was really up for it, and we saw the emotion in him when he went off. And to see that's crying. It was heart-wrenching.
Yeah. Well, Sky are back on, but they're showing the win again. Tim Ditchburn says, I thought Lewis Hall was fine. So much play going through him. Still a bit naive defensively, but he'll definitely improve a lot. I don't think Lewis was too bad tonight. Defensively,
there were a few issues.
Well, we're going to get that with him, aren't we? Until he just irons them out. He's still raw. That. He's really raw.
Is he turned 20 yet? I think he
is, yeah.
He's either 19 or 20. So for his age, he's absolutely going to make these mistakes, and we're going to have to. But you can see in those glimpses of the shots and the crosses and the technique, you can see he's got it. So we've just got to play him through this period.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, we're almost going to get the draw, of course. Round 3 involves the European teams, and they've already been drawn. So they won't get each other, of course, in the next round. They're all getting separate ties. 4 of them are actually at home.
Well, I'm going to guess Villa will be one of the ones away. I don't know about the other one.
Yeah. Guys, when the draw's made, as usual with the match, don't put anything in the chat until we've said the draw. So again, no spoilers in the chat for the draw. Let's just all wait until we've gone through the draw in here, and then we can all talk about it, please, if you wouldn't mind respecting everybody else. But I think everyone's done reasonably well tonight with that and behaved themselves, which is nice. But honestly, they drag this out so much. Do you know what it is with Les Ferdinand? He looks like he could just pull on a Toon top and go and play number 9 for us again.
Yeah, well, just don't pick our ball out, Liz. If you found the hot one, just leave it. Let Dawson have it.
Well, he's doing a different ball, isn't he?
Oh, it's a different bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I bet Newcastle's in that fucking bowl, the away teams.
Yeah, probably. Geordie Dan, welcome to Members Club. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated, my friend. Just get on with it, will you? Dan Robinson, thank you for your super chat. Shall we just say it's Man City and go to bed now?
Away,
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. It's just so... Just do it, man, you bunch of fanny.
Michael Dawson, he's a twat and all.
Right, here we go. Round 3 draw. First team out is number 16, Liverpool. Here we go.
Here we fucking go.
Oh, what's our number?
And I don't know. 29. Les brings 29. Out number 31, West Ham.
Oh, forever blow him back. See you later.
West Ham.
That's an interesting tie, isn't it? A very interesting tie.
Oh,
Come on, you hammers.
that's so hard.
Very interesting tie. Let's see who Dawson brings out now. It is number 17, and that's Manchester City.
Fuck off. Les, don't just help on, you fucking
Les,
dickhead.
number 25. It is Watford.
Well, John will be shitting himself now.
Yeah. Well, no Liverpool or Man City. That's that'll do us.
Still get Man United though.
Next team out is number 1, Arsenal. Here we go.
No, don't get the hot one. Fuck off.
Don't do it, Les. Don't do it. It's a single digit.
Good lad.
It is Bolton Wanderers going to the Emirates.
Amarillo.
Oh, they're getting some easy draws, aren't they?
Yeah,
well,
fucking easy
does
ones
it
to be out.
surprise you, Alex? Does it surprise you?
They're getting
Next
babied
out,
through to
number
the final.
18, Manchester United. And they will take on, it's a single digit again, number 3. And that is Barnsley. Jesus fucking Christ.
Of course. Another home draw for them.
I believe.
Well, they are at home, but against an easy side as well.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Les will pick out now because obviously we've. And it is number 30, and that is Wycombe Wanderers.
It's going to be against Villa. Villa going to get drawn away. I told you they would, didn't I?
Yeah, the 2 European teams left in.
Chelsea or Villa.
And that is going to be number 2, Aston Villa. So Wycombe have picked out Aston Villa. They'll be delighted with that.
Come on, pull out a
Now,
good side.
the final team to play against the European teams is...
Come on, Tottenham.
Number 9, is that? Coventry City.
Chelsea. Against Chelsea.
So it'll be Coventry against Chelsea.
Or is it Spurs?
I think Wimbledon are still in the draw.
No, it's Spurs, man. It can't be
Spurs.
It can't be Chelsea. They didn't make it.
Chelsea in Europe, innit?
I don't think they are, Billy.
Conference, yeah, they're in conference, aren't they?
Okay.
Oh, it's the 1987 Cup final over again.
Yeah, absolutely. Coventry against Chelsea. So now
Spurs.
Dawson, it's a free for all in that draw now.
Yeah, he won't be touching the hot ones. We'll leave with Dawson.
Number 24 is the next ball out, and that is Walsall.
Walsall, all right, mate.
That's not far from you. And they will take on number 14, and that is Leicester City.
Shit draw, that is.
It's not bad for them.
Well, I mean, hell, are we going to get a home game ever or what?
We want Wimbledon at St James's Park. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Number 28, Brentford.
No, not now. We don't want Brentford away, do we?
No, we don't want Brentford away. That's not an easy fixture.
Number 15, that's Leyton Orient.
Fuck off. Fucking save an easy one for us.
London Derby. Oh, next out is number 5, Blackpool. Oh, we're going to the seaside. Come on, Les.
Go on.
Oh, fuck
21. Off. And that is Sheffield Wednesday.
What a shit tie that is.
Yeah, Keith just said Brighton and Chelsea are still in the draw. Oh, God.
Number 19, Preston North End.
Oh, we'll have that.
They will take on number 13, Fulham.
Fuck off, Fulham.
Not many balls left in there now. Next out is number 11, Everton.
We don't want them.
We don't want Everton.
No. 27, Southampton.
Dawson, will you fucking get our ball out, you fucking Forest Tottenham twat?
Next out the hat is number 20.
They won't do it, will they?
Queen's Park Rangers.
That's an awkward one.
It's Leslie's team, isn't it?
And they will play number 10. Crystal Palace.
Wow, local derby.
All London affair.
Come on, Les Dawson. Fuck's sake.
Is number 22, Stoke City. Oh,
you know, Brexit sound. We're not there.
They will play number 12, Fleetwood Town.
What a shit tie that is.
Oh my God.
I think there's only 4 balls left here. Come on. Number 7.
Oh,
Brighton.
no,
not Minty. No. Number 32. And that is Wolves.
We've got Chelsea, haven't we?
It looks like
So we'll last up
who's
the
going to
pot
be
then.
at home.
Chelsea, isn't it?
No, there's still 4 balls, Billy.
29th one. You
Number
twat!
26, Wimbledon
Yes, I'll do. Get
Come
us out.
on.
Come on.
against
we want Wimbledon.
Yes.
Come on.
Newcastle United.
Underground,
to
overground,
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon
Free.
free.
The Wombles of
Wimbledon,
Wimbledon, coming our way. Chelsea get a home draw by any chance?
Of course they fucking will.
Number 8 is Chelsea.
Barrows.
And they will play
Fuck
Barrow. What a draw for Barrow, by the way. And
Fuck
for
off,
Wimbledon,
you
let's be fair.
Twats.
Wimbledon will be
16
pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, but they would want it at St James's Park, ideally, wouldn't they? But yeah, we'll take that. Wimbledon away.
They still at Plough Lane, are they?
Yeah.
The real Wimbledon.
The
none of
new
this
Plough Lane,
McDonald's
Billy. The new
nonsense.
Plough Lane. Not the old one, but the back at Plough Lane again, which is brilliant.
We'll have to get ploughing for that tour then.
Yeah, it's a trip to London town. I'm stepping over that comment, Billy, rapidly. So there you go, guys. We have AFC Wimbledon in the next round. Ties are to be played week commencing 16th and 23rd of September. So obviously there'll be some ties played in 1 week and some ties the week after, depending, of course, on
European games.
European games. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have avoided the cartel, which makes a change. Still not at home though. We are away. However, it's at Wimbledon, and I think for a team like Wimbledon, drawing Newcastle United is a fantastic result. And considering my ties to Wimbledon as well, a bit of emotional one for me with my granddad. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's brilliant stuff. I think we'll get through that, guys. I'm pretty confident we'll beat
Well, they bring
Wimbledon.
Vinnie Jones back.
Whoa. We lost to blimmin' several people, third round of the FA Cup last few years.
Alex,
let's
listen, don't you come
the
at me with
fixture.
that. The man who said we were going to thump Luton and all that kind of crap. Right, Eddie Howe's getting interviewed. Does somebody want to listen to him? Well, it'll have to be Billy.
It's got to be Billy. I haven't got it.
Yeah. Hat-trick, thank you for your super chat. I have literally 3 minutes walk from Wimbledon Stadium. I need a ticket. Absolutely. I mean, look, it's a good draw. It is a good draw. And it's nice for these smaller teams to draw the big boys, Alex. And Newcastle United are a big draw now.
Yeah, 100%. It's integral. It's a real shame they scrapped the replays, because the replays are a great source of revenue for I don't want to say smaller clubs, that's harsh. People further down the pyramid, they're still in the top 100 plus best teams in the country. So they're still fantastic by any sort of standard. But when we're comparing them to Premier League in the best 20. So, but it's important for them revenue wise. It's important for teams to keep going. There's been a lot of financial issues at certain clubs at certain levels. It's a travesty that some of the conditions for lower league clubs, you've got certain clubs actively avoiding promotion who are in sort of, I don't know if it's step 7 or something around there. They have actively avoid promotion to the higher divisions because then they would have to get floodlights installed, which they can't afford. So they don't want to get promoted. And there's a lot of strange things happen because of money in lower league football. So even if they're sort of League 2, League 1, National League, they're still big, important clubs with loads of heritage and history. A lot of those teams floating down there have been in the Premier League, have won trophies. You've got sort of Charlton Athletics and teams like that floating around down in League 1 who are big clubs. So it's really, really important. Very, very important. Yeah.
Now, obviously, I would imagine that Eddie would probably make some bigger changes than he did for this game. But this is a big opportunity now again, Alex. Drawing Wimbledon away, it's an opportunity to get into the next round. So this is a tournament we've got a chance of going far in again. And let's be honest, even if we do play the big boys, we have the team to do it. We've got the players, but we have to start clicking.
100%. Well, we can't get worse at the moment. We hopefully are going to click at some point. We've got Tonali back now. We've got Fabian Schär back soon. And then hopefully we bring in somebody, whoever it is, just somebody before the window shuts as an additional body who can contribute to that first team. And then I back us against anybody in the league when we're at our best. We're not at our best at the moment. We've not started the season well. We've managed to keep getting points and wins. But yeah, it's promising if we can get through a fixture like this. But again, it's one of those banana skins. We've got to turn up. We've got to play a strong team. We have to beat them. It's not a given.
Yeah. What do you have to say, Bill?
He was concerned about how our shape against theirs. The intensity wasn't there. He said for the first 10 minutes and the last half hour, it was there, but in between, not great. He said the players showed character with the penalties. Nothing on Mark Gahey, nothing on Kieran Trippier. And he actually said, I don't want players going out. I actually want players to come in. So there you go.
So really, we don't need to sell to bring in by the sound of what he's saying there. What do you say about Willock, Billy?
He said he felt a cramping sensation in his thigh. He tried to win it off. He wasn't the same, so he just brought him off. Nothing serious. He didn't think, no. However, David Craig called him Chris Willock at first, who is indeed Joe Willock's brother. And then he had to correct him.
Plays a QPR, doesn't he, Chris Willock?
No, I don't think he does. I think he moved.
Oh, has he moved now? Okay. Well, there you go, guys. That is Matchday Live, done and dusted. Over 3 hours, almost 3 hours, 20 minutes of a show tonight. So thank you very, very much. I mean, that's not even what
good practice.
Yeah, for deadline day on Friday, going for 12 hours streaming at least. Well, it'll be 12 and a bit, won't it? Because we don't switch off dead on 11 o'clock, so we'll see what happens with it. But thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into Matchday Live tonight. Thank you to all our new subscribers. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for putting your faith in us. Thank you to everybody else, of course, as well. Thank you for your super chats and your memberships. Mods, you've been fantastic tonight. It has been a very busy night. Thank you, Billy, for your co-commentating, and Alex for joining us after the game. But thank you to all you guys out there. You are absolute legends. We say it every time, but we really do mean it. Thank you for tuning in. It means the world to us. And we will see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Don't forget, Derek Wright is our guest. It's going to be a fabulous show. Get in the chat. Get some questions in for Derek. We'll try to ask him as many as we can. And then, of course, we'll be player rating this game. That should also be interesting. But thank you so much, everybody. We're off to bed now because I'm absolutely knackered. My throat's killing. But we do it all again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Enjoy what's left of the evening, and we will see you soon. Good night.
Underground, overground, Womble in free.
Come back and check out some green.